And it's ladies' night. And welcome to the Champagne Conversations. I didn't know we were gonna have a broadcast. It was growing. I was all excited, and it was just circling and circling. And I was like, "Oh man, I done messed up the church's chicken."
Don't do
it. But I'm your host, LaDonna, and I am with my girls, Nikki and Kim. What's up, ladies?
Hey,
I am so excited about tonight because, for one, we do have a topic, but for two, after that, we're just going to talk. Like, I feel like this show tonight, I just want to kind of have a round circle, ladies' night. Let's just have conversation, and I don't care about if you don't like the show or if you not like the show. I really just want to talk to my girls because we can find and we can't do shit else.
2020, baby, that's how it is.
You know it's bad when your stepfather is sending you pictures of somebody doing something gross at the gas station. And I'm like, ew, for real? This is what we do? This is what we're doing now?
It's all we get.
I'm gonna send you the picture later, and y'all gonna be like, this is what he sent you? Yes. But if you are listening right now, and I'm just going to give you the heads up, we are having issues on Facebook. We are having issues with this. So if in case we do lose you on Facebook, please find us. You'll see it. YouTube Strictly Prohibited Network. Because of StreamYard and everybody and their mom is at home right now trying to do a podcast through StreamYard. We had this issue on Tuesday with our other show. So we are giving a heads up now that we know what is going on. If we lose you, you are on Facebook right now, and we lose you, please go over to Strictly Prohibited Network on YouTube, and we will be live on there. We will not be cut off. If you don't hear us say bye, we ain't going nowhere. That's, unless somebody gets on my nerves and I just say, F it, that's
no, that's not what's happening.
That I don't think that's what's going to happen. So tonight, this topic is kind of genuine because I always hear my guy friends that are the good guys and saying, why do women always push the good guy away? So I thought this was a great topic for us to talk about. If you see that number on the bottom of the screen, please call in any comments, any questions. Mad Mike, you better not call in with some crazy work.
Because you already know he gonna be number one.
We ain't having that tonight. No. Mike, no. I'm not dealing with this tonight. So again, if you see the number, please call in, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies.
Not just for ladies.
It's not just for ladies.
Y'all can sit down and listen and take it all in.
I don't have my champagne this week, but I do have a water cup that I've been drinking a lot of water out of. I'm jealous that my husband is losing weight on this adventure and I am gaining weight on this adventure. And he's drinking all this water. So I'm like, okay, let me try this. Maybe if I can eat kind of bad and drink all this water, I can lose. He lost 30 pounds since the summer. So, yeah, so I'm trying to be like him. I'm trying to be like my husband.
But I'm not drinking water.
Yeah, he's drinking.
Yeah, so them guns.
So petty. That's my husband. I think he just want to show off his tattoos. Here he is, Nikki. There he is. But let's go ahead and talk about this. Why do women push good men, the good guy? I don't want to say just good men, but the good guy away.
Oh, honey. Well, for one, a lot of women out here hung up on things of the past. My baby daddy did this, or my ex-boyfriend, and he was like this, he did this, and all of then you just hold on to all that negativity that one person has, and you project it onto every guy. And you can't do that. You can't take what your relationship was with your baby daddy. Oh, he ain't shit. He ain't this. Oh, he this. Woo, 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 woo. And then you hanging on to that. And then a good guy comes along and you're still like, oh, well, my baby daddy was like this. You letting that man hold you back from a good life. And he out enjoying himself, probably got him a whole nother harem of women, a whole nother child. He out here doing his thing, baby. And you hung up because my baby daddy was trash. So you're projecting all this on a good man. And then you're sitting up here letting this man have rent-free space all up in here. He done messed your life up through yourself. Because you can't be like, oh, okay, well, that was his experience. This next guy, it's not gonna be like that.
Uh-huh.
And then y'all see this nice guy, he trying to do things for you. He's trying to, show you that there are good things out here, and you suspicious because you just waiting on him to jump out of the bag on you.
I think that's the first one that they get. That first feeling is something's not right. That's always that first go-to. Right. It's not scared, but it's the suspicion always kick in, like something ain't right. He must be crazy, or
right. He too nice. I done heard that so many times. He too nice. Or my favorite, oh, he too nice to my kids. Is he supposed to treat them like trash? Like, I have literally seen women break up with men because they say that they are too nice to their kids. So if he buy you a pair of shoes and he buy little Ron a pair of shoes, you didn't want little Ron to have no shoes either? Like, I'm not understanding. Like, he's too... I thought you was a package deal. Talking about he dating me, he not dating my kids.
Now that's some backwards ass thinking.
That's some really backwards ass thinking.
Are you kidding me?
Sweet.
I know it exists, but yeah, that's backwards ass thinking right there.
I've heard that before. I'm telling y'all, it's the craziest shit. And I'm sitting up here like, ma'am, he's too nice to your kids. Or he's too nice, period.
This jacket might be.
I've heard that before.
He'll bring food. He'll make sure you good. He'll make sure your kids good. You're sitting around talking about he's too nice. What, you want somebody to knock you upside your head?
I always wanted to know that. I've heard that so many times myself too. And I'm like, so what is he supposed to be doing? And they never really have that rebuttal. Like the ones that I've asked, I said, what is he supposed to be doing? Maggie said, scared. And that's true. Women are scared. But when you say he's too nice, right, how are you supposed to be treated? If you're listening and you are one of these women, because I know we got somebody listening that has said it, that's been there, has done it. I did it when I was young, because I was young. And
yeah, but when you're in your 30s, it's time to do it.
Yeah, when I got to 30, that too nice guy is my husband now. I was like, no, we done. This is it, me and you. Right. But when I was younger, I get it. And so, like I said, even if you're younger than us, please call in. Please. But if you see this hoodie on in 2 minutes, it's because this fan is hitting me and I'm already cold. Now we in like 8 minutes in and I'm already freezing. So, Nikki, what you got to add on to it?
I think we get too hung up on lists. Like if he's got to have 1, 2, 3, 4A, 4B, 4C, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then all of those. Sorry, you don't have everything on my checklist. I can't do it. And you're missing out on a good guy. And then later on, you're wondering why your credit is ruined. Your walls are probably ruined too. And that's what you ended up with.
No walls, no credit.
No walls and no credit.
And lost your damn mind.
No credit walls? Can we call it no credit walls? We're gonna create a whole new neighborhood. No
Just
credit.
ruined. You all the way around ruined.
Right. And then you project that on everybody else. That's crazy.
And you know, I've told people, even not even just the good guy, but they keep finding the same guy, and he's the same ancient guy. I've told people, you might need to go out of your comfort zone and date somebody that you probably won't think you're dating. You know, I just got off the phone with my brother, and I talked to him, and I said, yo, if you would have told me 10 years ago that I was going to marry, have a kid by a short Pakistani man, I would have laughed in your face. You know what I'm saying? I would have died laughing. But now, almost 9 years into our relationship, if I didn't take that chance that I took to get him, because he wasn't making the move, his introverted ass, he wasn't moving. If I didn't make the move, we wouldn't be here where we are. So sometimes you have to kind of go out of your comfort zone. But then, of course, Boom is short. Me and Boom are about the same height, and we're like 5'6". And then he's yelling in the background. So,
Airing that man out.
so you are not 6'3" or 6. If you were 6'3", Dex has met you.
Did he say stop telling my business?
Dex, this is Dex. This is Dex. Blame Dex for over here in the comments. You know I'm going to answer.
Oh
Anyway, this is our household. It's actually day 15. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm done. This was not in the vows.
Hey, they got to add through quarantine.
This was not in the vows. It did not say better for worse in quarantine.
In quarantine.
For 2+ weeks. This was not in the vows. Thank God we have 2 floors. This, you know, I was thinking about downgrading. I don't even know if I want to downgrade no more. This is, if I have to go through this again, I don't know if this is where it's at. But anyways, off topic. Because of my husband. This is what happens on Sugar Baby Network. I don't think no show stays on topic. We do have a call. Hello, caller.
Hi.
Hi.
I hear a lot of background.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
You're on the air, caller.
Do I need to turn my
You probably need to,
deal down?
you probably do just a little bit because we hear that more than anything.
Okay, I just turned it down.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm excited about getting on. So my name's Anson, by the way.
Okay.
And I was excited about looking at this because I kind of want to hear it from a girl's perspective. However, I think a guy's perspective would be was actually what I want to bring to the table. I've been single for probably, I want to say 6 years after my divorce, and I find that most women, they kind of look at, before they even decide they want to talk to someone, they look at the outer, and I guess what Nicole said about meeting the 12, the list that they have, sometimes it doesn't meet that list. The guy that sometimes that has a 401k plan is very stable, very good, very church-oriented, a guy that loves his kids, loves family, and all those things, they don't get the opportunity because the other guy that has McDonald's is very, very, I want to say, sexy in the eyes. They get a better chance at a good woman. That's my perspective. Not saying that I'm a bad-looking guy, but at the same time, I'm just saying that seems to happen most of the time.
And I think what you were talking about with that kind of McDonald's moment, it made me think. People that work at fast food, no offense to anybody who works at fast food, we've always probably worked there one time. You are a little bit more home and an easier schedule than somebody that has like a 9 to 5 or 11 at night to 7 or, you know, those hours. And so they're kind of looking at somebody that they kind of want to be there all the time. And sometimes
Well,
those,
I'm not just saying a fast food guy. I'm saying
no, I'm talking about like that
say-
general. I'm just talking about in general, like that some women want that, I need that 24-hour, don't leave me affection.
Right.
A fast food worker would be easier to do that with because their schedule is probably shorter hours than a man that's working
a 9 to 5.
a 9 to 5. You get what I'm saying?
What about goals and lifestyle?
And you know what? And that should be the biggest thing. You should be wanting a man with goals and lifestyle, but you know, some of these women that push a good guy away don't have goals themselves.
They just want what's there, and that's really sad.
When you don't have goals yourself, how do you expect to have a man in your life
Who has goals?
and to keep him? What are you bringing to the table if you don't have goals? And he does.
Exactly.
And he does. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing.
Oh,
Yeah. Ass don't pay bills unless you're a prostitute.
And- and after a while, that get wore out too. Like, damn, I need a vacation. Need your money.
You know, so your looks can only bring in money for so long. You need to start putting that money somewhere else. You got to be like Nikki, a Jamaican.
Had about 22.
I had 2 jobs. I can't keep up with all the jobs. But you know Nikki Page. Just go.
Hey, when it's just you,
She said jails, toys, do taxes, birth babies,
Don't they do trips too? You could go on a trip. Yeah. So you need somebody with goals to meet your goals.
Exactly.
I do have, you know what? I'm about to hang up because I already know who it is. It's an organizer. So it's only one of us. But anything else you want to add, caller? Hold on. Hey, Mike, we do have a caller on. We do have a caller on. Hold on 1 second. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think I somewhat got my answer from you guys, but
We're going to answer more.
Yeah,
we're going to answer more. Yeah, we are definitely going to answer more because I really wanted a man. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling in because I really did want a man to call in and not be scared to call into a lady show. But this isn't just about ladies. This is for the men. I want the men to learn.
okay?
Please.
I want the good guy to win.
If I could say this, and I
Go.
put up you guys' phone. You know, normally when I go out on a date, it turns into almost like an interview process because I want to know what your goals are. You got a five-year plan and all that, but my thing is some women are just trying to see the outer appearance. I'm looking for long term. I'm not a child. I'm not 30. I'm 50. So therefore, I'm looking for something that's more stable. I'm not looking for your good looking is great, but you've got to show me some stability. But at the same time, some older women are looking for something that's younger. I guess that's the same thing with men. Men are looking for things that are younger. I'm looking for stability. I'm not looking for something on my arm. I'm looking for someone that can match my drive. And that's all I've been saying is when I'm talking to someone, I want someone that can match my drive, match my style, match my religious background, match all that, love kids and all that. But those are questions that I ask a woman before I even go out or while we're on the date. And I may be a Starbucks, but at the same time, I'm trying to feel you out, but yet you're still looking at, all this other stuff. And you may not even know that I'm financially stable just by looking at some things that I do because I have a goal. I'm trying to make some things. I've got a business. But the women, sometimes women are just, I don't want to say this, lady, but sometimes women are superficial.
And they are.
And so that.
Say it.
Say it. It's the truth. That is nothing but the truth because, we spoke about that a couple times and we'll get on that too.
Oh,
and we'll get on to that. I'm glad you brought it up because we're going to
baby, because I got some.
I got some I got some women, and I know some women that I used to be friends with, and that superficial word,
Very much so. And
very
that's
much so.
a lot of women from some good relationships because that's superficial. And that just really bothers me. There's men out here and you worried about them paying your bills, but you don't have no goals in life. You been in school for 12 years. You basically a professional student. You're a professional student. You go in school, drop out of school, go right back in for the Pell Grant money. Okay, we finna go ahead and air them out. But you want a man that's got a 9-to-5, a 401k, a dog, a house, a picket fence. You want a Ferrari. You want all this, and all you got is some tail and some books. That's all you bring it to the table, and somebody else badass child. Now
And she ain't spending none of that refund money. And she ain't spending none of that refund money on him.
thank you.
She might take
her refund money.
She might take him to a nice dinner at Red Lobster, and that's it.
And then get mad when he eat too many biscuits.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, we are going to get on that. Thank you so much for calling. We do have another caller.
All right, you guys take care.
Oh, you have a great evening. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye. Oh, here we go. I'm about to unmute him. He about to scream and yell. Here we go.
Ooh, he finna go left.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Mike.
All right.
Mike, are you calling with anything good to say? Because I already know you about to go left.
I want to say this to guys. All right, this is to guys, and I'm about to put my Don Juan outfit on. All right, I'm gonna tell you how to get.
Almost
I'm gonna tell
died.
you how to get. All right.
Almost died.
Yeah, I
Not
gotta put
Don
my
Juan.
on, all right?
You already know how.
Yeah,
You already know the story. You already know the story about Don Juan. You know, we already talked about it. That's why I laughed.
Y'all know who it is.
That's why I
Oh,
laughed.
you know how it is.
Family.
But
Remember, my
seriously,
family
what was
brought
the
in
caller
Don
saying?
Juan. It's a true story.
What was the caller saying?
No, he said that he's older, so he
No, I know
wants.
what I said. What was his name? I heard
Oh, what was it? Was it?
Tell me his name. Because this is a message to people now, and this.
It was
No,
Anston.
but it just-
Anston, I think was his name. Anston. I think that's what I heard. Because I think I saw him
Okay,
earlier
yeah.
liking the page. I think it's Anston. I'm making sure. If I said it wrong, please. If you're listening, I know you're listening. Please tell me in the comments. Tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah. So, but go ahead, Mike.
Because I want to make this clear to guys, all right? Because one of the biggest misconceptions out here is that women don't like nice guys. I don't think that's true.
That's a lie.
I think what is, women want the true you. They can see past all the bullshit. You can see past when a guy is being just overbearing, he's not being himself. And I had to learn this from an early age. I never really truly had a lot of issues like getting girls or anything like that. But I did go through a phase where it was, okay, she didn't like me. She said to me, okay, Mike, you're too nice. All right. But she was just crazy as hell. All right. Sometimes you got some crazy ass women out here who like crazy. And that's no knock on you.
Anson, thank
But
you.
that's
Thank you, sir.
and that's no knock. And that's no knock on you. That's her. Be your fucking self, okay? Man, I'm telling you just like this. If you're fucking Looney Tunes, be fucking Looney Tunes. If you're a nice guy, be a nice guy. Women can see through the bullshit. And I had to learn this my damn self.
Hold
All right?
on, Mike.
And I apologize for my language, but I'm giving you the real shit. If you want a woman, and I'm talking about a woman, be you.
Give me
Be you.
2
Don't hide that
seconds.
shit, because
Give me
you're
Mike.
going to find out who the true you
Yeah,
are.
let him finish.
Mike, just 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. We have another caller. So, other caller, give us a second while Mike is done, and then we will come to you. Last digits 1843. Go ahead, Mike.
And like I said, women can see past the bullshit, all right? And a lot of guys feel as though, like, I can buy her this, I can give her that.
Oh, they
I'm gonna give her good sex. I'm gonna give her I'm gonna give her the best of the best. But a lot of times, a woman just want a guy that's real.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I've been through those situations where I thought she said, her saying that, me being too nice, but that wasn't it. That was never it. She saw past the fake. She saw past the act. I was putting on the act. I was putting on the front. And I realized that I was putting up a front and I wasn't being myself. That's when the women started coming in droves. And I'm not saying that you're going to get the exact, look, I'm not going to say you're going to get Rihanna. I'm not saying you're going to get Beyonce. You may never get that shit. Hell, I may never even get that. But as long as you be who you are, I guarantee you'll never have a problem.
Yep.
Be who you are, fellas. That's the really shit I can ever tell you.
But whoever called in and hung up, please call back. because they hung up. And then Mike hung up before we could even say bye to him. So I guess, but we do have another caller. Caller, you're on the air. Caller?
Is it me for real?
Yes, it is you.
You're on the show. Thanks for calling.
What's calling over behind before me?
Yeah, well, he left, and now we have another caller. We're just gonna have a group chat. Hi, caller from California, and hi, caller from Georgia.
Yes, this is Maggie.
Yay! Hi. And then California, who is this?
I have a question, and I know the men already kind of put their little opinions in. And, like Mike said, a lot of women don't like the nice guy. And the other guy's like, I guess people overlook him. He's not saying he's not an attractive guy, but what happens if a woman already kind of has goals and dreams and kind of is independent, and the person you might end up being with may not match your desires and your goals and your dreams? What happens sometimes when you feel like you're leaving that person behind? How do you handle that when it comes to looking for a mate? You know what I'm saying? Do you find people with like qualities? Do you feel like when y'all don't match the same thing, can that work out? How do you handle that?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Give me 1 second. She is asking a question, and then we will come to you. Every caller that is on the line, I will get to talk to you. We're gonna have a group session, callers, because we have 4 callers right now. So, so we're gonna have a bonding moment, and we're gonna get everybody's name. We got Maggie talking right now, and I'm gonna go down the road and get everybody's name and question. But finish your question, Maggie. My bad.
I'm just saying. So, what happens when it's the opposite? When us women are searching for somebody to kind of match yours,
Well,
do you settle, or do you not?
No.
I don't.
I wouldn't say settle. I don't say settle. But if somebody is matching at least 80-85% of what you need, sometimes you gotta compromise.
Exactly.
I'm not saying settle, but you can compromise, because depending on what age group that you are in, it's the dating pool isn't really that deep.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not saying, well, just snatch up the first thing that's there. No, because you're never going to find someone who is exactly perfect for you. Yes, he may have the 9-to-5, the 401k. He treats you like a queen. He treats your dogs, cats, kids like they are his. But hey, he might play video games. You may not like that. So guess what? All of your needs are being taken care of.
I guess Nikki don't like it. Did you see Nikki faint? Did you see Nikki faint?
Let that man play 2K. Let him play. Or you know what I'm saying? He might like to go out and play basketball. Let that man go play basketball. He gonna come home. You taken care of. He's not cheating on you. He's not beating on you. He's faithful. He loves you. Everything that you want You just don't like that. You know, every now and then he go out and play basketball at the gym. Girl, if you don't go put your sneakers on and your socks and go out there and at least cheer on the sideline or try to shoot some baskets or do something.
You kind of got to match.
Sometimes you have to compromise to get what you want.
Come together.
Okay, other callers, can you state your name and where you're from?
Amy, Bronx, New York. What up, ladies?
That's my sister. And then Texas, state your name.
Yeah, my name is Thomas. I'm calling from Dallas.
Okay, and then
How's everybody
California.
Good. Despite this quarantine situation, we all right.
California. There's somebody from California. Are you on?
Yeah, I'm on. This is Wolf from Los Gatos, California.
Okay.
It's Alex.
I thought it was Alex because I saw this. I was like, hold on. I know that name. I know the name. So Alex was actually the next person to call. Thank you, Maggie, for listening. If you want to stay on and ask more questions, by all means you can. But we are going to Alex. Alex, please ask your question or state your comment.
Hey, how you doing, all? Yeah, so actually, I've known Kimmy for about 20 years. So this is probably old hat to her, but I had an interesting situation come up that I kind of need some female perspective on. So the subject was when you're dating someone and it's serious, and if you have assets at risk, you know, if it goes beyond dating, how does one carefully broach the subject of a prenup? Now, the prenup obviously is to state and be completely transparent of, okay, this is what I'm bringing into the relationship, okay, and just putting everything out there. And it's not to say that, you know, if we're married that we can't acquire stuff and then that would be split 50-50 if God forbid, you know, divorce happens later down the line, but
I want to hear.
Is there a way of rationally doing this where the other person doesn't feel insulted? Because anyone who has any substantial assets is going to bring that up, and anyone who's from New York knows that that's going to be the first.
And that's who I'm going to go to. I'm going to go to my sister. I'm gonna get Amy's opinion because I'm ready for her.
I already know what I'm gonna say, Alex.
Yeah. So I already know.
About it. So first off, for me, I feel like when you in a certain point in your life that you're gonna make that commitment, that prenup should just be out the window. Like that shouldn't even matter. And if a person gets offended with you even bringing that up, that's a red flag for you to just keep it pushing. Because for me, as a woman, I'm gonna just be straight up all the way. I feel like whatever you came with is what you should leave with.
Exactly.
Every woman is not gonna think that way. But when you have your own, you don't have to worry about what's next. What the man is bringing as a man to you and he's bringing to the table should just be extra.
Right.
And if a woman is not mentally prepared to even talk about that subject, that's not a woman that you should even be dealing with. Because if you're already bringing that forth to the table, it's not going to progress. You're never going to go anywhere. You know? Now, with cheating, that's a whole nother ballgame. You know, because what you signed up for, you know, you reap what you sow at the end of the day. Now, when there's children involved, I got 4 kids, 4 girls.
It's
Take care of your kids. That's it. Keep it moving. Now, let's talk about if they weren't your kids and you already got into a relationship with that person and those are not your kids. You're not obligated to have to do anything for them. But again, I'm only speaking for myself off experience because as a woman, I should have my own. You understand? Us bringing it both to the table, that's a teamwork effort. So you should be able to just walk away peacefully. You know, I don't think there's really any way to just bring it to where a person won't get offended. This is just what it is, you know, and you just got to bring that to the table. And if it's an issue, you got to go deeper than that, you know? That's just my opinion.
Maggie.
It really just comes down to maturity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically, because I was going to say the same thing. Because if you have assets and you want to keep your assets, because everyone wants to keep everything that they work for. I mean, if I got 50 cents, I want to keep my 50 cents. That's mine. I work hard for it. So if you're going to get into a relationship with someone where your assets could be compromised, then of course that should be expected
What?
that a prenup is going to be involved. And if she has a problem signing a prenup, then that's
I sent them on the
that's
email.
really not the relationship for you, because she should want you to come in with what you came in and she came in what she come in. But it seemed like she wants to come up, want to hit a lick or something like that. Then if she's one of those, you need to let that go, because if she genuinely wants to be with you for better or worse through sickness and health, quarantine 2020, then she'll sign it with no problem, because that basically is to protect you both.
Maggie.
And I think that's a big problem nowadays. Everyone loves the idea and the the whole marriage thing. Like, they're ready for the party, they're ready for these big receptions and celebrations, but nobody really getting married to stay with each other anymore, because all the priorities are messed up. It's all what you got, what I got. It's really hard nowadays to really see people in love and wanting to build each other up.
Right.
What I'm bringing to the table, you got to bring it too. Both of us together, we bringing it all the way. And that should be the mindset of, this is going to be my partner for the rest of my life. Till death do us apart, And I think people get that misconstrued a lot of times, like, oh yeah, she got it, so I'm good. And a lot of women are so comfortable with men just doing for them, or they have this thing in their brain where that's my husband, so he got to do everything. No, you got to do everything too, because how you going to make that relationship work? How you going to make that marriage work and flourish if both of you guys are not being team players?
Okay. 1 second. Maggie.
Can I chime in?
Yeah, go ahead and chime in. Definitely.
Hey, this is Thomas from Dallas. I think this is great dialogue. So, first of all, I think the baseline for a relationship is trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there has to be a level of trust, right? So it starts right there. Well, actually, all relationships start and end on trust, right? So you have to be able to trust that person that you're with. And if you're thinking about going to the next level as far as marriage is concerned, well, you definitely don't want to marry someone that you think is going to burn you down the road, right? Where
Exactly.
Nowadays, let's say African Americans and Latinos and others that, and people, all people really, but let me just say this. As an African American male, I've been blessed, right? So I don't go into relationships that I feel like I want to get. If I want to get serious with someone, I'm going to bring all of myself into that relationship. And part of that's going to be trust. Yes, we live in a society now where everyone is not who they say they are. Excuse me. But I think you got to get to know the person you're going to be with, first of all, right? You got to spend some time with them. You got to get to know them. You got to know their love language. Let me say that again. You got to know their love language. You got to know what they like.
Can you say it louder for the people in the back?
So, male. So as a male, you have to know the female's love language. If you don't find out what that is, then you're gonna have a hard time, right? Because the sex is good, but it ain't all about what happens when the sex is over.
Yeah, when
it's all based upon sex. There's no depth. There's no. It goes beyond that. Can anybody agree with me out there? Or am I?
Oh, we're agreeing. We're totally agreeing.
The sex is good, but there's no substance. That's the word I was looking for. So there has to be substance along with the sex. It has to be. There's more ingredients to make the cake, if I could say it that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so I think number one, the key to a successful relationship, whether you're married or not, is number one, you have to trust each other. You have to like them. You have to be attracted to them. And then you have to get to know them, take the time to get to know them. Then through that, there's trust, there's a bond being built. And then eventually, of course, sex is going to come, right? And when it comes, I think a lot of men make the mistake Now I'm just speaking, this is my opinion, okay? I want to put that disclaimer out there, but I think when you do engage and you have sex, then I think a lot of men miss the mark. They feel like they conquered that, and then they're ready to move on to the next, right? So when I was younger, I thought that same way, but I learned as I began to get older, mature, and begin to really understand the type of person that I am, because I really didn't know me either, right? So this could go so many different ways. I don't want to stay on track though, but you have to know yourself first. You have to know yourself first in order to be successful in a relationship. You have to know her love language, and you need to. And I think also, let me just say this as well, because I struggled with this, and I still struggle with it. We as men, we got to be good listeners. We got to be great listeners, right? I think a lot of times we do a lot of talking, but it's hard for us to just listen.
That's the biggest thing right there, communication. Because I wanted to throw that in because you were saying love language and trust. Yeah. And I was like, but we forgot. I was going to say, I think there's one thing that's still missing though, is communication. Yeah. Communication, even because sometimes men, ain't shit. Right now? It's LaDonna. It's LaDonna. An ain't shit woman will tell you she ain't shit before she ain't shit. She will throw you red flags.
She will let you know that ain't shitness is real.
And she might throw some red flags and you might just totally ignore them because you like her so much. And vice versa. Women, us women, we do it too. These ain't shit men come in your life and they throw these ain't shit flags and you ignoring them. Because
girl, he's so fine. Yes. Oh, girl, he's so fine, but he can't keep a job.
Exactly. And that's just for you. Same thing, the red flag for you, why is she pushing me away? Well, think about her past. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but sometimes that does play a factor. Does she keep comparing you to an ex? Does she still compare you to my last man did this, and this. And you ain't doing this, and this. Well, that's a reason. There's a reason he's an ex, and there's a reason you're in this new relationship.
Okay.
And there's a reason why she keeps saying what my ex did, right?
Exactly. So when you get those ain't shit moments, start listening to these ain't shit keywords because that's when you run. Or when and I ran. It wasn't even a good dude. He was crazy, and I realized it real quick. and when that person makes you think of that crazy ex, the crazy ex, not the good, we broke up on mutual terms, the crazy one, Dipset. This you don't have to answer the phone no more. You can send her a telegram. Box of cookies saying this ain't working, whatever.
You tried.
There's a reason. I'm telling you, if a person reminds you of the crazy person in your life, more likely your inner self is telling you this ain't it.
Yeah, let me piggyback on that because you're saying your inner self, but I think also there's a spiritual piece to it too. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. So one thing that I'm a believer, right? So one of the things that I ask God daily is for discernment. Show me, right? And I think it's important, men and women, to have discernment.
Yeah.
To and like you were saying, little things that you'll see, sometimes God will show you, right? And I think that, and I'm not trying to spiritualize it, but I'm just saying, let's just be honest. Part of this is a spiritual being too, right? So because we have a human spirit, but I'm just saying, as you begin to get.
Not sure what happened. Hold, please.
Okay, hold, please. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties, but there go.
Hey, boo. You trying to leave us early. You
No, I
are-
wasn't trying to leave you. I wasn't trying to leave you.
Someone else talking?
No. I vanished for 2 seconds. Alex did hang up. Maggie, you've been quiet.
Yeah.
Add your comments.
I was trying to finish. That's okay. Go ahead.
I think that the key to, so you said, what happens when the sex is over with? I feel like the key to something working out and lasting, even when, you might not even know that's going to be the person you're going to be with, is the chemistry. I think chemistry, conversation is great, but if you don't have that chemistry where you can just sit in the room and that means everything, I think that's what makes a great relationship for me. Because you're not gonna just want to have sex all the time. We're tired, we got, jobs to do. So sometimes you want to kick back with somebody that kind of relates to you, even if it's opposites attract, but it's something that draws you in together. That, like, you know what, this works out for me. This is all I need. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of thing I think makes a relationship stay strong. And that's how I feel. When you don't have that chemistry, you don't bond like that, you're going to bump heads. You're not going to like each other all the time. It causes a lot of conflict when you're really not even feeling that person. You just, I'm just in it because I'm in a relationship. I just want to say I'm with somebody. But if you truly like feeling that person, I think that's probably like, a good feeling. It's just me.
I agree. Nikki.
I agree. You brought up some good points.
Nikki.
She hit the nail on the head with the chemistry part right there, because I cannot fake. Chemistry is something that you can't fake.
No, you can't.
And if you don't have chemistry with somebody, it's going to fail. It's not something. I don't believe that it's something you can manufacture. It's something that you can create. If you don't have it, you don't have it.
Right.
So you at least have to have chemistry, but that can't be all you have. I very much believe in being equally yoked. That, along with chemistry,
I agree.
you can't. It's not something that you should try to go without. I believe you're settling if you don't at least have chemistry. You gotta at least have that.
And if you settle, you're not going to be happy. You're going to be miserable.
It's gonna
You're
fail.
going to start taking things out on each other. And it's just like you're just there just to say that you're in a relationship. It's just like, oh, you just there to have somebody on the side of you.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't have anything in common. You don't have any chemistry. Y'all basically are at odds all the time. Y'all are just like roommates that hate each other.
Oh, and it's not worth it.
And so that's not worth it, because you're lessening your life. You're not fulfilling your life. You're not being fulfilled. You're not being loved. You're just waking up every day like, oh, you're still here. Okay, I guess I'll act like you're still here. And that's really not how relationships are supposed to be. And that goes for men and women.
Are you sure? Because this quarantine thing is really, really making me think.
Yeah.
I'm just fine.
I
You don't go nowhere, no way. So.
It's just jokes, everybody. If you know me, I love my husband. I
At
do.
the end of the day, what you just shared, it's not healthy. It's not healthy.
Yeah.
To be with someone that you just, that's not healthy. Let me say it again. That's not healthy. If you're with someone and there's no chemistry.
Right.
My question is why? Because I think it's the chemistry that brings you together.
Right.
That's like the main ingredient in a relationship, chemistry.
It all boils down to that
that.
communication and that respect. That respect is everything. Without that respect, there ain't gonna be no chemistry. A lot of people forget those steps. They just jump in the pool, dive headfirst, straight, no water, and then they realize what happens later. And then it all comes back.
Damn, eh? No water? Not even a little bit?
No water. Just jump in.
Straight down. You know?
Yes.
Hey,
Everybody doesn't take their time these days getting to know these people, getting to know them. Like you said, the love language. Not even the love language, because it's everything. Physically, mentally, emotionally. Like I need to feel you on every level before I can even feel you anyway after that. But then what happens if it ain't even right? It's whack. There's no communication too. It's done.
That's good.
No way. It's a no win-win situation.
Let me share something that's powerful what you just said, because I think what has happened over the time, I'll say generations, we live in a microwave society. We want everything now, right? But I think follow me now. I think relationships, real relationships, should always happen with a slow cook process. Think about a pressure cooker, and then think about a crock pot. Come on now.
Yeah.
I feel that. Slow roast.
Aim is my chef too. Aim is a chef too. But yeah, I feel it, and it's true, because I was thinking right when you said that. I didn't get married to my husband till what, like 3, 4, 5 years in, almost 5 years in, and when we got married 5 years in, I had friends saying it took y'all that long to get married. Because, like you said, 2 years, you're already supposed to be married. Like, oh no, I just got engaged. Like, can I think about this? I figured, you're still figuring each other out at the end of the day. And when when you have different cultures, I'm living different cultures. So I had to really feel him out. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn certain things, his culture, like we were like Americans, you're like, that's a typical American thing to do. Like for him to spend the night, that was a no-no. He didn't spend the night. I didn't live with my husband until we were married. American society wants you married and live together by year 3. Not even year 3. You're already living together, but by year 3, you're married.
I'm really sick of timetables.
Exactly.
There's no excuse my language. There's no damn timetable for when something is supposed to happen. I didn't get married until 6 years after I was with this man for 6 years. Then we got married. Guess what? I'm divorced. It don't matter. It don't matter if it's 1 year, 2 years, 6 months. There's no timetable for if something ain't right, it just ain't right. It don't matter how long you wait.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but what I was saying, I'm not talking about put a timestamp on it. What I'm saying is the chemistry will draw you together. The pressure, the slow cook process allows you the opportunity to get to know each other. And it doesn't mean it could be 5 years, 6 years. It could be 2 years. It could be 6 months. If the chemistry is right and you're feeling each other and there's that vibe, you can get married in 6 months or a year, or you can date for 5 years and get a divorce. But something happened if you dated 5 years and you get married and get a divorce. There's something more. There's more to that, right? So I think it's important to know the person you're with, know their love language, and then here's another thing: put your cards on the table. Don't come in. Well, when you feel comfortable, put your cards on the table, because when you bring in secrets and you're holding back and you're not revealing your true self, that can cause problems too.
Yeah.
Because once you get into a relationship or once you get married, the brother will be like, damn, do I know you? Because this is the side I never knew. You see what I'm saying? So I think when you get to the point to where you're comfortable enough to be open and share some things that you would normally share. I'm not saying put all your business out there, but I'm saying that circles back to trust. You have to trust that person to share that information. And when you share it, depending on how they respond to it, that's going to make that bond stronger. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Kim, okay, hold on 1 second. Kim, what you got to say? Say something, Kim.
I guess because of the things that I have been through, when it comes to trying to figure out what goals and things needs to be a conversation. I'm not gonna waste 5-6 years for you to finally be comfortable enough so we can figure out what we need to do. No, I'm a grown ass woman, and you should be a grown ass man. And if you feel that this is the woman that you want to spend your life with, it's time for you to get uncomfortable. In order for you to get uncomfortable, you have to lay things out on the table. Okay, these are my goals. What are your goals? Because I'm not here for, dating. I'm not here to catch a 2-for-1 at Chili's every Friday. No, I'm here for the long haul. These are my expectations. What are yours? This is what I'm bringing to the table. What are you bringing to the table? That can cut out a whole lot of that extra trying to fill each other out. No, when you are in a relationship, when you want to go for what you want in life, there's no time just to be like, oh, well, I need to wait until I'm comfortable. No, it's not what you need to do. If that's what you want to do in life, this is my ABCD. What is your EFGHI? And then we gonna figure this thing out. And if this is what we want to do, we will pursue this together in life. And if you not sit at the same table I'm sitting at the end of the conversation, then we need to either figure out how we're going to sit at the same table if we want to be together, or we will go ahead and disband this now, because it wouldn't make any sense to get married, because y'all are destined to fail. At times you need to go ahead and have those uncomfortable moments to figure out what you want in life. This ain't no time to be cute when you trying to build something or trying to be with somebody for the rest of your life. Because if you running around here with a thought pocket, you need to find out now that she's a thought pocket and not one when she's not 4 or 5, 6 years down the line.
I love your nicknames. I died. Thought pocket.
I mean,
with no credit walls. with no credit walls. With no
all the walls gone. Her walls destroyed. You trying to build. She got none. And
yes, you are. Yes, you are.
No, it's time to pull up your big boy panties, the big girl draws, and figure out what you want in life.
How many of the women on this call are willing to let their man lead?
Me? There's 3 of us hanging up, our hands up. Amy?
Yeah. Well, how can I get on the Facebook? How can I get on the Facebook Live? Because I got disconnected and I'm trying to get back on.
I'll tap into it again, sir.
Yeah, but all 3 of us, our hands are up.
Yeah. So watch this. So I think that's another problem. I'll just say in the African American relationship, in the African American community. I think I could probably say, in the Latino community as well, in the younger generation, because I know my girlfriend, she's from Mexico, okay, and I'm Black, and I know there's a lot. The cultures are different, right?
I got a culture difference too, so you're good.
Yeah. So are you really willing to let? Did you send me a mic?
Yeah.
Are you really willing to let the man lead, or are you looking for somebody that you can lead that just follows you? Because a real man is going to want to lead, but I think it goes deeper than that, because if the man has never had his father in his life, or male figure, strong male figure in his life, and he's only had his mother, that may be a problem. It's going to be hard, because he's going to become kind of like a mama's boy type. But I think I've been lucky. I was lucky to have my dad in my life. I'm not judging anybody, but in order for a man to lead effectively, to lead his home, lead his family effectively, you have to have a point of reference, something that you could look to or reach back to what you may have experienced as a kid or maybe saw your dad do or whatever. But I think in order for, I think that's a lost, something that got lost along the way, and that we can talk about incarceration later because it's affiliated with that as well. But I think women want to be led, but there's not enough men that are willing.
I'm gonna tell you a story, Thomas. And I might be telling secrets, women's secrets. Sometimes y'all think you're leading, and you're really not. No, any male election, intellect. It's a whole secret, and you probably know it. But there's a lot of times that we allow you to lead on certain things, just so we don't have to hear the backlash. But most of the time, yes, I will. Most of us, we all raised our hand. Amy, said she had her hand raised.
I'm halfway.
I get that, and I want that.
I can't see expression.
I want you to be halfway. I want to meet him in the middle.
Yeah. Amy, tag him on, not in the group. Don't tag him in the group chat. Tag him in Nikki. Don't tag him in the group. Tag him on the actual one on the page, because I don't think he's getting it.
What's the page?
Speak it to existence as the group, but it's actually look for a strictly prohibited network. I'll put it up for you on banners and look for you. Amy is not on live, but Amy, go ahead and say what you say. You want to meet him halfway.
I want to meet him halfway. I mean, because you get the leading and doing all the leading. I think that's where the egos get in the mix of things, and that's where things start getting a little rough. I think it's all a 50-50 thing. It's all a 50-50 thing. I want you to be able to lead into, holding the family down as a man should. But how can a man lead if he never had a man leading him before? So see, as women, that's where we come in to lead as well, to show them how it should be done. It has to go both ways.
And that's why I said I think it depends. It depends on what is happening.
Yeah.
It really depends on the situation. Maybe somebody's better at the finance than the other one. Maybe
got some girls that don't have daddy issues growing up, so they just want anybody to lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of factors involved, right? There's a lot to unpack. But I want to circle back to what you were saying. You said something about it should be a team effort, is what I'm saying. I didn't mean that as a chauvinistic.
Oh no, and I get that.
I meant that as the man needs to lead, right? Biblically, the man, but the man needs to lead in a way to where they're a team. In other words, what I'm saying, when I get married, I want to walk with my wife side by side. I don't want her behind me. I want her beside me. Does that make sense?
Yep.
We're a team. That's why you chose her to be your wife. That's how it should be.
Yeah. She's my queen. She's my queen, right? And if she's my queen, I want her beside me. She has to have skin in the game. She has to have skin in the game. In other words, we're going to make decisions together. It's not just going to be me making decisions. Let's make it together. And if we don't agree, let's talk it through until we agree. Till we come to a happy medium. Does that make sense? Or am I being? Or do I sound?
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense because you always want somebody that completes you or pushes you to be better.
That part.
Yes.
And we have a caller. You turn down your volume a little bit, but I said, you always want somebody to complete you. And I think that's what happens when, back to our original topic, why the good guy gets pushed away is because unfortunately, I think you find these women, back to what we were saying, don't have the goals that man is not even so much. He don't even realize she's probably doing him a favor. She's probably doing him a favor by pushing him away because she doesn't have that mentality to handle or deal with him. We do have a new caller. Caller, name and where are you from? Caller.
Robert from Wisconsin.
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
How are you doing? What's up? What's up, Rob? Glad to have you on, brother. Another brother.
Go ahead, Rob. What you got?
What's that?
I said, go ahead, Rob. You got a comment or a question?
Not yet. I was actually, you were just getting somewhere. I was about to go and, like, after you finished
Okay.
talking. I think you were going where I was looking at.
Go ahead, go for it. Because like I said, we've been talking all night, so I'm ready for somebody else to talk.
Actually, no, I saw it and I was like, all right, well, let me check this out. I've come to find that there's a lot of, I've run into a lot of females that kind of tend to meet guys and they say that they're looking for a relationship and then go and get into it and it's like, you're chasing your tail because you're like going nowhere with it and they're saying they want a commitment, but when it's time to go and commit and like to move to the next step or not even next step doesn't have to be being married or anything, but to go and take it to go and get more involved, more intimate, different levels as far as like more togetherness and everything. They're not ready to go and do that.
And I think this is kind of almost how this is the question that we had earlier.
Yeah.
It's something that I hate when women.
It's really on her.
It's really on her. Yeah, I hate when women.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's on her.
Mm-hmm.
If hey, I was in a long term 14 years. Abusive husband. He abused me and my children. My healing is on me. It's not on Dex.
Wow.
It's not on my children. It's not on anything. Me, am in control of my own happiness. And I am in control on who I allow to make me happy. So if she's still hung up on all of her problems, she needs to call 1-800, seek me some counseling, and find out what she needs. It's not for you to help her get over her ex, no.
Or whatever problem.
Through the process, but that's her process. That is what she needs to go.
Yeah.
You can take her out every day. You could give her a dozen roses, chocolates. You can treat her like a whole ass queen. But if she's not ready, that's on her. And all it's going to do is just drain everything out of you.
Yep.
You are going to be the one that's going to end up being bitter. You are going to be the one that's going to be hurt. And she's going to be just fine because when it's time for her to find her happiness, guess what she's going to do? She going to be happy.
Dipset. She's going to find her happiness and it might not be there. And you know what I'm saying? Because
you're going to be sitting there
like, what the fuck?
Women ain't shit. This, that, and the other. You're going to be sounding just like her. And then you going to be just as beat up, broken, and everything else. And she's going to take your happiness, gone on about her business. And then you're left to pick up the pieces of your own life. Because guess what? Now you're in charge of your own happiness.
Yep.
Because you allowed her to take over yours. And now you sitting there empty with nobody to fill you. You got to do it yourself. You got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, like she got to pull herself up by hers. You can suggest things that for her to do, but until she sees it in her mind that this is what I need to do to find my happiness, you gonna beat that dead horse till it stank.
Yep.
And that's a problem with a lot of ladies who haven't healed after a bad relationship too. They
Yeah.
don't heal themselves and allow themselves to love their own selves before they could give that love to give to others. So So you walking around angry, thinking about the past, thinking about all this other stuff, and you want that man to come meet. So now you just jumping into whatever's coming because it feels good.
Right.
Now when that man's treating you really good, you don't know how to accept that. You know, you don't know how to accept that and give that real love that you're supposed to. You know the what they say, the nice guys finish last. That's what you're gonna end up dealing with.
Right.
He just hasn't got over what happened, and that's the problem with a lot of women now these days. They don't want to be by themselves, so they just gonna jump into whatever feels right for the moment without getting to know the person, without even healing and dealing with their own trauma. And that's where a lot of relationships fall short these days.
So
I think you're on to something. What's your name?
Amy.
Amy, you're on to something. Let me just interject. So you hit it right on the money. If you end a relationship, I think there should be a time for you to heal.
Yeah.
For you to reflect. You need to reflect on that relationship. Find out you know takeaways. How
because you lose yourself.
If you need counseling, if you need healing, get some counseling.
I feel like there's really no time limit on hurt. Because everybody situations or anyone that's ever dealt with certain situations like that, it takes time. It could take years, it could take months. You know, you could be with somebody and you could be with them for 15, 20 years and still won't really know the real them until, you know, excuse my French, till shit really hits the fan. You know,
That's
so
true.
I feel like a healing process is within yourself, whether it's a man or a woman. If you don't deal with that hurt you and learn how to forgive that person, I don't think you'll ever heal from that. So, you know, again, that's where the healing comes in.
I never understood how one can jump from relationship to relationship.
I do.
I never understood it. Like, I am, you know, Amy has known me. It's been
19 years.
18, yeah. And probably most of my relationship till now, this is like, I've been single. You know, I had that one relationship in Florida. We ain't even gonna talk about it. I felt
we need a whole segment for that one.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. But he's still, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna dog him because he didn't do me wrong. You know what I'm saying? We went through some shit, but it wasn't like he cheated on me. It wasn't like, you know, something like that. It was just other shit. But I took that time to reflect because, like I was saying, you lose yourself in a relationship. It doesn't matter how long the relationship, if it was only for 2 months or 12 years or 20, you lose a piece of yourself. So, you know, I tell my friends, all my friends that go through a breakup, and they say, you know, I can't get over him. I said, first you need to find yourself. Okay. So you need to do something to find yourself. And what Kim was saying, you cannot be the one to help her through. You know, as our friend Phil say, I feel this, and it's sorry, but when you break up, you got to have your BHS moment, ball headed hoe shit, and it don't even matter. That don't mean, and it don't even mean you have to go sleep with somebody else.
No,
but that means go have fun. Go find yourself. Go to a club. Go to a bar. Go to a poetry meeting. You know, go do something that you weren't able to do that was in that relationship. And you found out, you know what? I like karaoke. I'm going to start doing some karaoke on Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? You know, just simple, small things.
You got to keep yourself busy.
That brings you.
Yeah, but you got to get to the root of the cause.
Yeah, and you know, you get
you can
there.
go to movies and plays and all that, but if you're not dealing with the root, that's going to manifest again.
But then that's where
in the next relationship.
Yeah, and that's where I'm going. You start finding yourself. That's when you start talking to people. Not like so much a new person. That's when you start talking to your homegirls, your mother, your you know, your aunt, someone that you confide in. And someone that's going to tell you the truth. And that's when you start hearing, and most people, I hope they're like me, you need to talk to someone. I don't care who, you know, and no offense to the single ladies, no offense to anybody that's single, but sometimes the ones that are single and freshly single that still hate men are not the ones to talk to.
Please.
You need the one, that one to say fuck everything. No. That's not the friend to talk to. You need to talk to somebody that she knows her worth. She's not stepping down to meet somebody. She needs him to meet her at the same level. You need that single friend, because we all have that single friend that is single because she wants to be single, not because because she just can't find nobody. She is choosing to be single because she is focusing on her career, her kids, something else.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that either.
But that's where I'm talking about, and that's where I'm going with. And I hope that answers your question, caller. Because what Kim said, Amy said, there's nothing you're going to be able to do to get her out of that.
She got to pull herself up out of that.
You
are in charge of your own happiness. Nobody else is, and that's what my therapist told me. So, hey.
And this is what I was saying to. This is what I was saying to Thomas earlier. Those ain't shit moments. You have like, no offense to the girl, but she might not be in a relationship ready when she starts telling you about her ex.
Yeah.
There's no reason the ex should be involved unless y'all got in trouble, by the law, or y'all got a child together. There should be no reason.
Period.
The only conversation but nothing else.
At all. The end.
That's the only conversation y'all need to have. Y'all had kids together. It's about that child. How I'm doing, what I'm doing, who I'm doing it with. All that is out the window. And that's another thing women are doing. Okay, stop it. Oh, me and my ex, we're still friends. Oh, we talk all the time. If y'all was supposed to be together, y'all still be together. Stop that shit.
But are there
into your next relationship, and then you go back and you talking to your ex about problems that y'all having in this relationship? I beat your.
I feel like at this point
that's like the VA commercial. I really feel like it's on the VA commercial.
X for a reason.
There's X for a reason.
X for a reason. And if you keep on bringing up that person, you are not over that person.
Oh.
So in love with that person, so infatuated with that person, whatever the hell it is. There shouldn't be no reason why you should even bring that up, especially if you're in a new relationship. You're not happy. That person is just, I feel bad for that person that you with right now. Because that's when it falls down to the nice guy is going to finish last.
And I feel bad for you.
So used to being treated like shit, you got accustomed to that shit. So now you got a guy that's trying to give you the world and trying to take the lead, but you don't know how to handle that.
Right.
Hey, let me give you a male perspective. A lot of women out there that they've been in bad relationships with others.
Damn, LaDonna went offline and he did too.
Yep.
Well, we're just waiting to find out what's going on. So, and well,
It happened again.
yeah.
Okay, so what else are we going to talk about?
Well, let's address some of these comments until she finds her way back. To say, Phil say, I don't have a problem
With y'all being
without being friends.
with
But
that.
that one, yeah,
Figure out.
that's a no.
And you know what? So let me just say this with you. And not everybody's willing to be that open and really honest, right? Some people aren't that ready to get that honest. So I think I may be a little older than all y'all on the call, so I got a little maturity under my belt. But I do want to say this. I think for me, I'm recently. I don't mind. I'll put my card on this. Just recently divorced. Wasn't my choice. I have custody of my kids, and so that kind of speaks to what you can probably put two and two together, right? So what I'm saying. So finally, after a year and a half, I'm dating. I'm coming out of it, but and it's all good because at the end of the day, I want to take care of my boys, and unfortunately, a lot of brothers don't feel that way, or they're not doing it. But for me, as a man, I can't call myself a man if I got kids and I ain't taking care of them. Right? Or I'm not in their life. So
say it, you not.
Real talk, man. So what I'm saying is this: is that I love all women. I respect my queens. I think it goes back deeper, y'all. I think that we as a people have been through so much trauma through the ages that we haven't had an opportunity to heal. And I think I think that we need. I know for me, when I came through out of my divorce, I got some counseling. I got counseling, and the counseling wasn't just about my relationship. The counseling went way back to my childhood. I wasn't expecting that. That was like too much. Okay, so we went to the root cause, exactly. But I'm the better man for it because I went to that. Does that make sense? So, yeah. So now I have a healthy relationship. Now, there were times where I flirted and all that stuff, but I mean, I'm at the point now where I'm ready to settle.
I blame social media.
I do.
I blame social media and technology. Yes.
Yeah. So,
makes everything so easy.
I have a question. Give me 1 second. I have a question, and it's Hal. He said, "What do you do when you give the girl everything and she still doesn't want a relationship? I'm in a relationship, and hold on, but she wants all the benefits. Should I drop her? Yes.
You a duck, baby.
Let her. Yeah. Let her go.
You a duck.
Let her go.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You a duck.
The only benefit that you should get is water. The free stuff, not the bottled water that you paid for. Nope. Refill.
Listen,
Refill. Free water. Yeah.
But she can't get from the one that she really dealing with.
You a duck.
And you got to be honest enough to tell her the truth.
Yep.
And that's vice versa. If you see that she's a gold digger, right? Be honest enough to tell her to bring her shit. Excuse my French.
What?
Be honest. Hey, you know what? This is what you're doing. Yada yada yada. And then that makes now she may not be ready to accept that, but I think she'll be more caught off guard if you deal with it on the front end instead of dealing with it on the back end.
Or you can do it. You can do it the nice way when y'all go out to eat and that bill come. You just walk off. You know what I'm saying? This is it. Like you got this. This is what you do.
Whoever invites is the one who pays.
Thirsty hoes for real. Yes, thirsty hoes for real. He even said it. Thirsty hoes for real. Like seriously.
And that's when you know who you really dealing with. Let a girl pick up the bill.
Yeah. If she can't pick up that bill, then you already know.
Right there.
I've done a lot.
The same way Phil feels. He was like,
why is that a question? But you know,
some
people need that reassurance, and I'm not because trust me, we've all had a moment like
yeah,
we've all been there.
Because I'm sitting here like
we've all been there. Not even just in a bad thing. Like, is this what I really want to go through? Is this his breast thing today, but do I want to go on the next day? You know what I'm saying? You ask yourself these questions. You've asked yourself these. Do I really want to do this again? You know what I'm saying?
right.
So no question to me is a dumb question because everybody has different.
I mean, he didn't know, but I'm here to tell you, baby, you a duck. Quack.
And my uncle had the saying, if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, it must be a duck. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to throw that out there. That's from Memphis. That's just my Memphis. my Memphis family.
You a sugar daddy. You a sugar daddy. You doing everything with no benefit. So you basically just.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for calling. Have a great evening.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh, what a night, ladies. This was
Yes.
good.
So, Carter, do you still have more to ask? Because I know you're still on, so I want to see if this helped you.
Yeah, because
Yeah, it actually kind of did. I mean, like, it's kind of like one of those things where you're kind of like, well, you want to hear it, but you don't want to hear it, or you know it,
Yeah.
but you don't want to know it. You know what I'm saying?
I always say, if you're in this predicament, write the pros and cons down.
yeah.
Right?
You
Right?
really care. You really care about this
You
girl. That's really what
you
it
can
is.
tell. Write the pros and cons down, and this way, no one can tell you what you got. All these pros, then you might have to you might have to figure it out. But if you got way more cons than your pros, that tells you right there.
That right.
It's a heart wants what the heart wants.
It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off.
The whole situation is that, you know, for me, I'm kind of like a owner type, and her situation is like what you're talking about, talk to girlfriend, stuff like that. I mean, that's kind of her big thing. It's like, okay, well, let me go and talk to my girlfriends, or I just my girlfriends to talk to, whatever. But on the level her girlfriends are at, it's like, well, wait a minute, not one out of maybe 5 is in a relationship or has a married or something like that. The rest of them are single, out there messing around, whatever.
Oh, so she got the ain't shit click.
I also know that thing about
because me and Amy,
together.
yeah, me and Amy used to be ain't shit click because we were single. We were like, fuck it, we ain't shit. We know we ain't shit. You know,
like you just might need to figure out what you got going on, because ain't no way in the world this supposed to be going on.
And they want in.
And my
So
thing
you
is,
gotta be careful who you talking to too.
Exactly.
There's 2 sides to every story. So she might not be telling her friends what. Let's just say you had an argument.
Everything.
You had an argument. She's not telling you.
She's gonna make herself look good. Come on now.
So
She gonna make herself look good.
a real friend is gonna be like, "Bitch, what did you do?" Because that's what my girls will call me out. Amy will call me out in 2.2 seconds. Bitch, what did you do?
So what you do? That's me.
You've done it. What
you do? Because my friend Tanya, she'll call me. Okay, babe, what you do?
I'm trying to tell you.
Because
see what you're doing.
I don't want to hear just your side. I want to hear what happened before then.
All these things, leave them alone. This, that, and the third. And I'm telling you, a lot of people be jealous of what the next woman has, and it's sad. But then, if the table was turned around and they had a man like you treating them good, they'll be doing some bullshit too. They'll be probably having a side nigga and the next nigga and all kinds of niggas. And that's just the reality of it. That's why I always say the nice guys always finish last, depending on what type of woman that you're dealing with. Now, when a woman knows her worth and she knows she's done been through so much and she's ready willing and able and she knows what she wants, you wouldn't be going through none of these type of little things at all. You just wouldn't. She's not ready, or she's dealing with somebody else on the side, or like I said, you just a rebound.
Yep.
You're just a little distraction for her to get back to what she really wants, and then she's just gonna leave you hanging.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, sometimes there's red flags there that we don't see it because we expect so much, or we want to see the good out of people. But sometimes you can't even give people the benefit of the doubt anymore. The way the world is moving, you just really can't. You just gotta call it how you see it, and you gotta feel it. And it all comes back to that one thing again: that chemistry, that trust, that respect. Without those, you ain't gonna have nothing. Ain't nothing gonna progress. Ain't nothing gonna move forward. And it just ain't gonna work.
Nope.
And then after a while, you may not want to agree with what you know, but after a while, that this is not going to. This ain't it. But if you want to stay there, and bump your head, because that's how you feel at that moment. You gonna have knots all over your head. Because if her mama was anything like mine, find a fool bump his head, she gonna knock your ass out. And that's just that's just real.
And
Because
then,
after a while, if you find a money tree, you're gonna shake that bitch till there ain't no leaves on it. And then what you gonna do? You're gonna go to the next. And that's just what's happening. Because if you stay in there for her to, take all your money, she getting all these benefits, and then she go to her ain't shit friends and talk to all y'all relationship problems, then you just sitting there like, okay, honey, what's new today? Here's money, here's benefits, here's this, and you just sitting there. She taking everything from you. What are you getting?
The history repeats itself. It's another.
Exactly.
It's gonna keep going.
And then, like, when do you get tired of the same ride? Like the ride isn't thrilling anymore. You know it's about to go down. You know it's about to turn.
I'm gonna be thinking about a damn pressure cooker all night.
It's like you should get tired after a while, and these questions should be already answered.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I hope that helped you. Like, I really do. And I hate that you're in this situation, because ain't shit women or just
they find men to prey on, and they act like they're in a relationship, but they're preying on men.
that
You
ain't
don't want to see it, really care about that person. You want to see the best in them, You got this little hope inside, like, maybe she's gonna change. She's gonna change. Maybe one day. Vice versa. We think about men like that too.
Yeah.
You always try to dash the little stuff under the rug, try to sweep it up, but that dust always come back. It just keeps coming back. There's no way to sweep that up. It'll be gone for a minute, but it's gonna be right back.
Yeah, I hope, like I said, I hope this really helps you. And like I said, I really feel bad for you, because she should have never been in this relationship from jump.
At all.
She shouldn't have. She was not ready to be in this relationship. And it don't matter if it was you or, Tom, whoever. She was not ready to get in this relationship, because she needs to figure out.
It sounds like she's looking for a sponsor.
It sounds like she found one.
Yeah. That's exactly what it sounds like. That she is looking for a sponsor, and you the nice guy. She probably cute. Got a fat ass, cat wet, and you just infatuated with that. And she can toss that around, and she gets what you want. That is, it's more to a relationship than that. If she's not coming with some kind of goals, something tangible, then you're a sponsor. That's, I hate to say it, that's just how it is. Well, until we figure out what's going on with these technical difficulties, let's go through these comments. Nope, somebody said it went off. Well, if we're off on Facebook, head to YouTube. We're still on there because, because Facebook is, it's got the Rona. And so it do what it wants.
Oh, girl. Rona's ass.
It got the Rona. So we gonna go through these comments until we figure out what's going on. Well, apparently the whole thing has been dropped. So, okay, we're still live on YouTube.
Okay.
So it dropped on Facebook. We're sorry. And now we're still on YouTube. And I guess we'll just talk. Because what I'm tired of, go ahead and get on my soapbox.
Let's hear it.
What I am tired of are these women who are basically preying on relationships because they're empty. That bothers me. It's good men out here who are looking for good women, and they act like they're good women. They start off with, you know, the little cooking, the little cleaning like they supposed to. Not saying that that's the only thing they supposed to do, but then all of a sudden they just start being just they ain't shit tendencies start going in there.
Mm-hmm.
They dragging these men down and they messing them up. And I hate that. And when I see somebody being mistreated, like one of my friends or something, I'm the hater friend that don't nobody like. Cause I'll tell them in a minute, baby girl, I don't know what you got going on, but that ain't it. That's not how you're supposed to act. That's not how you're supposed to be in a relationship. Everything is not about you. And these women think that everything has to be about them. A relationship is not about you. There are two people in a relationship, not one. So please act accordingly, because there are two. And yes, sometimes it does take a long time for it because they're playing a part. They want you to believe that they're a good person when they're not. There's somebody out here looking for a sponsor, out here looking for somebody to take care of them because they don't want to do it themselves. It's like it's these ones where I want my man the first night. You want him to pay bills, you want him to pay lights, gas, water, and rent and car note. And how he gonna pay your car note and his too? That's ridiculous. You was living before that man. You need to learn how to live with that man.
That's my whole point. What were you doing before this man popped up?
Thank you.
What were you doing?
You was living.
And I'm sorry, but I don't agree with 50-50. It needs to be 100-100.
You need to bring your part and I'm bring mine.
Unless for some reason you're not able to give your 100, then okay. Then we pick up the slack as your partner. However, if you are mentally and physically able to give 100, that's what you need to be giving. It's not about 50-50.
Now you saying, what if it's the other way around? He homeless.
Good, then girl, what are you doing? What?
If he homeless, he needs to be worried about something more than a relationship.
That's not right. That's not somebody you need to be with.
A relationship is not what he needs to be. He needs to have a relationship with a 9 to 5. He needs to have a relationship with a time clock. Mm-hmm. That's something that you don't need to be in. And this goes for women too. If you down bad, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If you down bad, you need to get yourself up before you try to be in a relationship.
There you go.
You know what I'm talking about? If I'm $5 from being put out my house, the last thing I need to be doing is popping at the club. I need to be finding how I'm gonna get this $5 so I don't lose my house.
Yeah, 50 and 50 is 100, but if there's two people, it needs to be 200, not 50-50.
Thank you.
Sorry, no. Try again. Opportunists, right? There you go.
Exactly.
They want to give as little as possible. Nope. I don't agree. Sorry. Heard you. So now it looks like it's just down to 1. I don't know what's going on. But anybody else have anything to say? How are y'all mentally right now? That's what I want to know. People seem to be caving in this society right now. Hey, boo!
I lost internet. Say bye, Nikki.
I'm surprised I haven't.
Can't give her kisses?
Hey, Squishy!
That's your Nikki. Good night. Yes, but I lost internet. My bad. My whole thing just said F y'all. So
That's funny.
I did shut everything down. You know, in small town, about 50,000 of us, are on the internet. So it's like I'm just done.
The wind is going crazy out there, but that's all I'm
Yeah.
hearing right now.
Yeah, so I feel like I missed a lot.
You didn't miss that much.
I felt like it because it was just I was just like, what is going on? And then I heard the show still going, so I was like, oh, okay, it's still going. Yeah. I seriously thought I lost everybody. Like I thought everything, because all I saw for a minute was just circles on everybody. So I was just like, oh, StreamYard just cut us off. We just lost the whole show. And they said, I can't hear you. When somebody said that, and I was like, yeah.
It went to all three of us, then it was just me and Kim, and then it was just me by myself.
Technical difficulties. We're back.
The Rona is tripping, baby. I don't know what they got going on.
Funny.
Let me drink some of my water since I ain't drinking no champagne with this conversation. Let me just drink this water.
Oh,
Because I seriously was about to say Facebook over here tripping. I was about to, and then I realized it was me. Dex was like, it's you. I was like, oh.
you holding it down in your absence.
My bad. We need to get. Is the line up?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. What do you mean? Ames. Don't make me call you. Because you know I will. But yes, even with the technical difficulties, we will manage.
We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, but when, like, I tell my friends that have been in relationships about the ain't shit moment. Please listen to those ain't shit moments, because we've all dodged them. We've all ignored them.
You can't ignore them, baby.
Sometimes you can ignore one or two. But then when you get the 3 or 4 or 5,
Stop it.
baby. Or if it comes with your family, because that's usually what sometimes women do to a good guy. They try to push him and make him something else. And they usually want him away from his family, away from friends, because they're going to tell him, dog.
Okay.
That's not what you want.
And that's alienation and mental abuse.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, if you're hearing this, dead ass, like, bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was on the phone with the nice guy and I felt bad. I can't see what that Facebook user is. Yeah, my bad callers, my bad. Like I said, if you want to call back in, my bad. Internet, small town. I have like the fastest internet too. And it said bye. Oh, but I do want to talk about what we said we were going to get on earlier, and I know it's getting almost to the time, but I do want to talk about the women that are very into themselves, that are very high and mighty.
We're talking about that when you left.
I thought so, and I was hoping you were, because
baby, you already know. I said I was gonna get on these rag wearing hoes, and I did.
Yeah, like I can't. I had somebody that I was cool with, and I told her, I was just like, yo, you might want to change. Like I said earlier, you might want to change who you date. Stop dating the same person. And she's like, I'm not dating the same person. Basically, almost you are, because you're going through the same cycle. Every 3 months, you're going through the same cycle. So if it's not them, it's you.
Right.
If you need me to put up the line, I can. Okay, I'm making sure. But yeah, so if it's not them, it's you. And she's like, well, I'm not changing my standards. I have this. You have to do this. And I'm like,
and that's why you got them problems.
exactly. You cannot go into a relationship.
That's insanity. Like trying to do the same thing and expecting a different result.
Day two. Day two. And it could be date 2 or day 2. Whatever the number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should not be anything about finances in those conversations. Because you know there are some hoes out here that are saying, if you can't do the list,
yeah,
do this, and this,
mm-hmm.
There's no reason we should be talking.
Yeah. When they expect you, as soon as you get in that car for a date, all of a sudden they want you to pay a bill. What? Like, wait a minute. We just before we got together.
We just went for coffee. How did this become, a full package deal? We ain't no.
And then they want you to hold on. Call. We got a call.
It's a 347. That's Ames. If it's in New York.
No, it's in Atlanta. How do I do it? Hit there.
It should be on already.
All right, caller, you're on.
Hi, this is Hal. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. How about yourself?
Oh, just wonderful. What you got to talk to us about today?
I was actually the one that was commenting down below on YouTube.
Yes.
And just wanted to ask, I've been wanting like companionship for a very long time, and like it's very hard these days with women because I'm actually not in the millennial. I'm actually Generation Z, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm a little bit younger. I'm about 22 years old. Still, I'd probably be considered like a baby in your eyes.
Yeah.
But
your baby.
I'm just wondering, how do I deal with like how I want to eventually have something, and I'm trying to find these right traits in women, and it's so hard because I know women are focusing on themselves, and or like there's a whole lot of different types of women, but it's difficult just trying to navigate which ones are the right ones. And I just want to like really ask you all, what are some of the qualities that y'all think should women not like, just in my like thinking, what women should I look for?
Okay.
First, you shouldn't be looking.
You should no, baby. You 22.
You shouldn't be looking.
Be figuring out.
You're not gonna find that anytime.
I don't mean to be like, no, don't get it. No, you're 22. You're young. You need to be focusing on yourself. If I was 22, baby, I would not be probably in the situation that I am now if I would have focused on my damn self at 22 instead of getting married. I mean, I love my children. Love them. They are 15 and 16. Love my children to death. I had them young. If I could sit down with my 22-year-old self, no, let me say 20, because I was married then. 20-year-old self, baby, if you want a companion, get a puppy. Get a goldfish, get a cat, get a gerbil, if you want a companion. Baby, focus on yourself. If you are in school, focus on your schooling. If you have a job, focus on that. Don't go out here in this world, chase some cat thinking that you need to have a relationship. No, baby, you are 22 years old. This is the time you're supposed to be having the time of your life. You supposed to be doing bald head hoe shit. You supposed to be doing bald head hoe shit. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You supposed to be out here swinging from the chandelier, going to toga parties. You're supposed to be having fun. You're not supposed to be trying to find a relationship. I'm not trying to sound like some old ass woman, but if I could turn back the hands of time, let me tell you, I would be like, baby girl, you need to go over there and have some fun.
Yeah.
You need to go to that party.
I'm not living
You need to go do this.
My
You need to
liver
go do that.
because of my 20s. I kicked it. I kicked it hard. Me and
You
Amy.
need to be having some fun, baby. Don't be looking for no.
You need to know where all the happy hours are to have
Exactly.
the greatest happy hour prices. We found them all in Florida.
Exactly. You're supposed to be having the time of your life, not sitting here wondering why you don't have a woman.
Yeah.
Baby, you are blessed not to have a woman. Because if I was a man myself, I'd have been like, this whole crazy.
Yeah.
But you
Right?
enjoy yourself, baby. Enjoy. You will find a woman when the time is right. If you ain't found one by now, it's not your time. Go have fun.
And the time that you find her is usually the time that you're not looking. I tell that to people all the time. Don't look.
Exactly.
Let me tell you about that man up in there. I was supposed to be moving back to Florida in 2010. In 2010, I moved here. I hated it here. When I first moved here, I hated it because from Orlando to here, it's slow. So I was just like, oh my God, I'm so ready. I'm so ready to go. I'm so ready to go. So I had everything lined up. A place to stay. I had a roommate. All I needed to find was a gig. And I knew so many people down there. I was like, I can go serve real quick and find me something else for the meantime. I hurt my back and I found this man right here. Like it was an accidental bump into. I thought he was cute. And I was just like, and I told him from jump, this ain't it. We are just friends. I am moving to Florida in September. I got everything lined up. Everything is ready. Like all I have to do is just jump in the car and bounce.
Baby.
And here we are, almost 9 years later. So like I said, don't look. Don't go have fun, do ball headed whole shit. If you're not a person that likes to go out, here he comes.
9 miserable years later.
But you still there though.
Don't you
It's overrated. It's
do it.
overrated. But if you don't like to go out, like I said, find a calmer thing that you like to do.
Yeah.
But I just don't want you to think that you have to be in a relationship right now because you're only 22. Enjoy life. Travel. Go road tripping. Best memories of me and my girls going road trip.
Somewhere.
Do something.
Book a cruise. Don't go nowhere now. Quarantine 2020. Don't go nowhere now.
Yeah.
Don't let Phil talk you into doing a Tokyo trip for $39. No.
Hey, Hal. From a male's point of view, you're in your 20s, man. I'm gonna tell you something that you should hold on to. Instead of looking for a mate and trying to figure out what you're doing, try to work on improving yourself until you're happy with yourself while you're alone. That way, you've already found what it feels like to be happy. So when you find a mate, you're not depending on them to make you happy. You're enhancing instead of needing. And also, you're 20, man. 50 Cent said it best. Don't chase women, chase money. It comes with it. Heard it. If you are doing what you
All
do
that
as a male and you are actually trying to get your money up, women will come. Women will be a byproduct of you focusing on your goals. Believe it or not, if you're goal oriented, you're going to find a goal oriented woman will find a way to be in the right place at the right time for y'all to meet each other. If you out there trying to push the issue, you trying to force it, all you're going to do is frustrate yourself because why can't I? You know what? Fuck it, I quit. That's what's going to end up happening. I'm 35. I burned out a few times before I ran into what I ran into. And then, You know, anybody who's ever tuned into anything on Strictly Pips Network knows my story. And one of the ladies in the show, she can tell you her part of the story and how that went down. But yeah, don't go seeking women right now, man. Seek your education, seek improving yourself at the job, and seek figuring out how to be happy at home by yourself. If you really do need a companion, like I said, get a dog. You know, there's dogs in a shelter that need rescue, or rescue an animal. Go to Six Flags, you know.
Pick up a second job, like something.
I need a woman. No,
you don't. No, you do not.
Yes, you do. I'm just saying, like right now, there's other things you can focus on, and like I said, relationships, stacking your money is always to me, you know, like Jamaican down there, boats and hoes. I'm telling you, boats and hoes, boats and hoes. Gotta be. Yeah, boats and hoes. I was singing it. I don't know if anybody caught it. Thank you, Maggie.
Let's be honest with you. Man, right now, let's be completely honest with you. What is the day?
You sleep.
Truly working out there? Nothing really truly working. So while we're building your own empire, and then when that time does come, you are already ready.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, I actually have my own business. Like I've already been working at for like it's been 2 years, and then but that's perfect because you already are. You're in your 20s, you're already ahead of the game. I'm 35 and I haven't fully gotten my business where I want it to be, where I'm proud to say, yeah, I'm a business owner. Yeah, I'm a business owner, but it ain't booming like that. It's still growing. You're in your damn 20s. You ain't got nothing but opportunity.
I can't hear.
To take advantage of your opportunities. Because there's going to be the right type of woman that's going to be like, oh, how you doing? You're looking good, and you know, you're looking pretty good yourself, my lady. So you want to hang out? Sure. There you go. Don't say let it happen naturally. Because if you force it, you're going to force yourself into a bad situation with the wrong type of woman. And then this whole conversation we've had for the last few hours is going to repeat itself. And we don't want that. That's why we're here. Well, I appreciate it. I'll take the advice to heart.
Please do.
Please, because I'm telling you, I enjoyed my 20s to the flipping fullest. When I got a chance to leave St. Louis and move to Florida, I was out. I might have been the poorest sometime in my life, but I can tell you, I knew where all the happy hours were that were 1, 2, 3, 4. I knew where all the cheap food was, and I survived. I paid my rent, and I was gone. So like I said, you need to find something that you can do at 22 and not worry about no female.
Well, I'm in school and I'm got my own business, so I'm pretty.
There you go. There you go. Focus on that. Graduate, please.
You too busy for a relationship.
Exactly.
Man, no. Do what you gotta do. Enjoy your 20s. Build your business. Finish your school. Go get you a goldfish and call it a day.
Call it BHHS.
I'll work on that goal.
But I do want to go to this question, this next question. Thank you, Hal. But this next question was on YouTube. I'm not for sure who it is. It's obviously somebody that knows me because they mentioned my name. So it's really, I just got to look. But they said, how would you ladies deal with a guy you like who's a single dad that works often and has limited extra time? I always feel if you like that person, you make time.
Yeah. I would never ask a man to put me over their kids.
Yeah.
Ever in life. Because there's too many men out here not taking care of their kids. So if this man is taking care of his kids, baby, if they watching Paw Patrol, get you a bowl of cereal and you watch Paw Patrol too.
Even if it's through the you know, like how you index allowed your kids to meet Dex, and it was through through the camera.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to do that. Y'all eating Paw Patrol, and then you and your girl watching Paw Patrol too. Like, I was looking over in my corner to see if he was trying to do the same thing. But you need to do it too. And then you get to know the children, and you're not stealing time away.
Yeah.
From them.
Because it's important for a father to be in a child's life. And if I like okay, if Dex had kids, I'm not gonna be like, oh well, we in a relationship and you don't have to have time for me. Those is kids. Like, we are going to have time.
Yeah.
We are going to go to the park. We are going to sit down and have dinner. We are going to do this because guess what? That man is a package deal. If you want to be with him and if you love him, those kids are there too. And the same thing for women, because women feel the same way. My kids come first. Ain't no man gonna be in front of my kids. Okay, well then you can't expect a man to put you in front of his kids. If you're not gonna put that man in front of your kids, you can't expect that. And I don't expect that. Because as much as I love Dex, my girls come first. And if he had children as much as he loves me, his kids gonna come first. That's called being a parent. You are a parent first. And in a relationship second. Because guess what? You can walk about that person's life, but them children are there forever. So, I mean, you're gonna have to learn how to wiggle ladies have to learn how to wiggle that way in there. And you can't expect that man to put you above his kids. Because if he does, he's a bitch ass nigga.
Oh, that escalated quickly.
I mean, if he puts a relationship before
it went from sincere to
his children should be his priority and not no relationship.
But if he, like I said, and I've always said, if that person, but like I said before, if that person really likes you, go find a babysitter. If kids, and let's just say the kids do go to a friend's house,
right?
Go somewhere, and he says, hey, I got 30 minutes. I can see you for 10. You better take those 10 minutes. Beggars can't be choosy.
You better bring you a bag of popcorn.
Right? If you need a Starbucks, you get that 5 minutes on the way. So by then you got the full 10 minutes is on him. You don't have to go stand in line and do something. That 10 minutes is with him. You have to fit in where you get in.
Exactly. Because he's a father first. And if he's working and taking care of his kids, he doing what he's supposed to do by his kids. It's not about you. I'm sorry. Some people might not like that answer, but it ain't about you.
You might think the song is about you, don't you? Sorry, I thought it. It's not helping that Phil, Maggie, over here with Uncle Luke and liquor. Let me tell you, Phil. Tip drill.
Hey.
I'm gonna tell you a story, Phil. We don't know who Uncle Luke is. He's 22.
But I bet you heard that it's your birthday song.
No, you know what? I bet you didn't.
Classic.
I bet you didn't. It's probably only when he's heard. He's probably Doo-Doo Brown. Or I Wanna Rock.
My kids heard that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, y'all over here singing all these songs, and I had played literally every time when I saw the song played in my head.
I'm here.
I can hear it. But back to these women that just their priorities are fucked up.
Yeah.
Because the men, I feel like the caller that we had that I'm so sorry that we hung up on. And no internet, that my bad. But I am so sorry for the men that are in this situation. Women go through it too. I'm not saying, the men only go through it and when men don't do this to women. It's just sometimes women are more a vulnerable creature. There's not so many. I'm a vulnerable creature to a degree, but most of the time I'm like, okay, I'm over it.
Next day they're going to tackle that topic on Sunday.
Yes. And I'm excited because I talked to him about it, and I was like, what should I do? And I was like,
all of our stuff kind of roll together.
Yes. But I want to just talk about these women because, like I said, we know 1, 2, our timeline's filled with them.
Timeline full of
them. You don't personally know them, but your timeline is like, oh.
Like
the next show of Jerry Springer Facebook.
And keep scrolling, like, okay. Keep scrolling.
You know, and I think this quarantine, you're learning about your spouse and their ancient ways, or they can't cook now that you're not eating fast food every day.
Yeah.
Or she's not pretty as she was 2 days ago because now she ain't putting up all that makeup on.
Baby, them eyelashes.
Girl.
Can't get them done. And now look like she's scared because she ain't got no eyelashes. Her eyebrows are meeting in
or that girl that from the Big Frida.
Baby.
She was about to fly away.
About to fly flat, slap off.
Like I was like, ooh. And then I found this chick that had the same eyelashes the next day, and I was like, ooh, it's her white twin. Like,
stop that. Stop it.
You know, I'm not saying you can't look beautiful. I'm not saying don't wear makeup. I'm not saying, you know, you can't do everything that you want to do. But if you look that much different without makeup, it's fraud. This is not what he signed up for.
It's like you go from dark skin to light skin.
Man, did you see that one? I know y'all seen that African chick that was like she didn't have pretty skin. It was just like she had really bad skin, but after they did that video, I was ready to date her. I'm not even bi, but I was like, hey, who are you and what's your name? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why I say to, men, there should be a rule. Like, y'all should tell these women, and it might sound bad, but can you not wear that much makeup our first date? Why? Because I need to see the real you. I'm not saying you can't wear, eyeshadow, eyeliner.
But I will say some of these women got it down to an art.
Yes.
It's like you can just do this. And it's like, oh my God. Y'all, my oldest one, she's into makeup. So, she do the highlight, contour, all that stuff. She can do all that.
I don't know how to do none of that shit.
I can't tell you a damn thing, but
I sit around and I watch some of the videos that she watches, and it's like these folks are putting putty on their face. Like they just mixing the epoxy and by the time they finish, they got a whole new nose, eye shape, down their eyebrow, they got a whole new eyebrow. They lips start up here. I'm like, what in the world?
That you can't literally peel it off. It's just that's how much layers they have. You think
like,
it's good.
And like it's like now they're like a booger wolf because they done took all this off and now they're like a whole totally different person. And it's just amazing to me. But I done went off subject because that's just amazing to me.
No, but it amazes me. But I want to ask you men, what's worse? She takes that makeup off or she take that wig off? Which one's worse?
Baby, I don't want you to take this off.
I need to know. Because Kim, your hair is beautiful. We just need to work on Dex's heavy-handedness and your arm situation so you can figure that out. Because that's the only issue that's going on in your life. You got 1.5 arms. So
Baby,
this
half.
you got one arm and an elbow. You know, we didn't even, you should just do this. You could just, until that shoulder get fixed. But I need to know. I could deal with sew-ins and wigs from Brian Jones makeup. He said makeup is the deal, is the worst. I need more men. I know Mike is listening. I know. I need to know. See, I need these answers. I need to make sure. Maggie, she said they heard about these wigs. You never know. Some man, what if they don't know it's a wig? You know what I'm saying? What if they doing? What if you in, the Buddha things and it just gets that and he just
rub his fingers and to keep going.
Woo!
Now you sitting there with your hair braided down like this.
I still look the same. I just want you to know. But I had to ask because there are some men that want a natural woman from head to toe. The fingers to the hair. Don't do this in my hair. That natural curly shit. It looks pretty. It looks pretty. It looks great until you run your fingers through it, and then Houston. See, Houston. It's not happening. And then if you do it, because Nikki knows this problem and Kim knows this, we look. There we go. Looking like Harriet Tubman at the end, or Sean, as I call it, because it just
low, sweet cherry, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, don't run. You see, just don't do this. It's good hair, but it's natural curly. Natural curly means naturally nappy if you don't have to comb through it. And I didn't have to comb through it today. I just put some shit in it and said, fuck it. So I'm just letting you know. Don't mind women with no hair. See, everybody, like I said, everybody has a preference, and that's I knew somebody was out there listening that needed somebody with at least a little bit of hair, on real hair, on yes. So you know what I'm talking about. This is everybody loves natural curly hair until they have to deal with natural curly hair.
Right. Mine is from the bottom of South Africa.
Oh, okay.
And
mine has layers. Mine is different. It's like Northern Africa up here, and then it gets really white because I blonde it, and then wait till this goes back to a different color, and it goes back to that really natural curly. You can't even put your fingers in that much when it's my real pattern.
But that back here is, a little of the Native American that my grandma is. I thank her for this little patch back here. Then I got this Bruce Caldwell patch up here. And a little bit of that Donna Lee over here. But all this right here will have you cussing and fussing and ready to fight. Don't let it get wet.
Oh.
That's my whole head off. I'm ready to just
when it's wet, that's the natural curly time of the year, because that's the only time we can probably get a comb through smoothly. Robert said probably a wig, especially if it isn't done underneath. Robert, what's done underneath? Because unless it's braided,
braided down or twisted.
You know what I'm saying? What's done? What have I done chimed into? Let me tell you a story. We just talk about, real stuff here. Okay. Like I told you, this is
2020.
We don't have an agenda. I was like, you know what, we're gonna do something different. Maggie, I just found that brush. It's supposed to be for natural curly hair, and it separates. I forgot.
Does it work? That's
the question. For my hair. My hair,
Yes.
thicker
I
hair.
got,
Yes.
I got the big paddle one.
Yes.
Yes. It works.
And it you gotta start like this way, you know. You gotta start this way first. And then comb through it. And it's like, I never had a brush get through my hair so quickly. Like seriously.
I have to
Like
try.
a rectangular brush. Yes, it works.
It works.
Yes,
My hair
works.
takes the bristles out of the brush.
That's my hair.
That's what my hair does.
Yeah.
So
It does too.
You
Snatch
know,
it.
the little,
try
the
it.
little balls. Yeah. All gone.
Yeah, my hair yanks those out.
Yeah, my husband thought I bought him a new brush when I bought, because I bought a pack or two. And I was like, no, this is not for you. This is my natural curly brush. Oh, Maggie said she got one. Yeah, I love it, actually. I
love
it.
my brush.
Ladies, if you have natural curly hair,
I love it.
child has natural curly hair. It's like, I think I paid $15 for two. So look at it. Look into it, because it saves lives. You know, it really does.
That matters.
Because like my hair did look a hot mess this morning. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a mom. Mom comes first. That's what that see, yeah.
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 And it wins.
Yeah.
Sometimes it wins.
Yes. 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 My nieces, I love y'all to death. Thank God y'all ain't old enough, but your parents might be on. Sweet baby Jesus. I don't know how y'all do them kids' hair. This is why thank you, baby Jesus, of all the Jesuses, that I have a boy. After that moment, I wrote Brian and said, just be happy we have boys. Everybody's like, you should have a girl. No, you should have a girl. And just go after. Yeah, I can't. Everybody that has a girl, my heart's too young. Yeah. You know, this one has two, you have two.
And I got one that's locking her hair, and I was like,
yeah, I can't do it. This life is not a mom life for women, for other women, other girls. No. I need you to go to the barbershop every 2 to 3 weeks, cut that, and we're done. That's it. That's all I need. I don't want to. Yeah, I can't. I forgive it to y'all, because I cried, I think, inside 3 times when I had to comb their hair, and I had to comb through their hair when it was wet, of course. So I felt so bad because they're all 3 center-headed, all three.
All three
of them, and their hair is thicker. Like Maggie was saying, breaks combs and stuff. Yeah. I gotta send y'all a picture of my niece, the youngest one. She got her hair flat and ironed. Now she's feeling herself.
I'll give y'all a glimpse.
Yeah.
Is this here? Baby. This ain't no joke. None.
Let me tell you, they
right back in there.
What happened to the comb in the stove? It upgraded. They've made better flat irons.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you, I would still use it though. Not even gonna bullshit you. Even though you got little sizzle by the ear, and you know it's getting in real quick. Yes.
You better hold your ear.
Okay. Yeah.
Sizzle right there. You gotta hold your ear. We've overcome from that. Thank God.
Yeah. Her hair is long as shit. Don't let her fool you.
Yeah.
Don't let it's long as shit.
I keep it covered up, honey.
Yeah.
I deal with it when I can, and it deal with me, and we have our fight all day. I start my wash day in the morning, and I'm usually done by 5 because it's something else.
Yeah. My beautician will, beat me up if I talk about I want to go back to the comb, because she does her silk presses, and I'm like, I love you, Tootie, if you happen to see this. I was just joking about hot combs and stoves. We got all off a topic. But like,
We're talking about quarantine and
the wig and makeup poll to this is what you should wear to sizzle. You know, this is what happens when
sizzling on the stove.
You watch your comments. But men, I don't even know what to say because like it threw me off. This whole conversation is great though. Like no, I do not watch The Bachelor.
I do not. I have not watched The Bachelor in so long.
I'm not a girl. Like I'm not me like that, but I'm not a girl. What girly show do I watch? What girly show do I watch?
All you watch is sports.
Exactly. Like there might be a couple, but my girly shows are just. I watch CW shows.
I don't watch The Bachelor either.
Yeah, I can't.
That's still coming on?
I didn't know it was still on. How about that? Obviously, Hal just wrote, "Do y'all watch The Bachelor? Do you?"
The last dating show I watched was Flavor of Love.
But that was.
I tell you how long.
That show was so worth it.
Hey, y'all know
Flavor of Love.
today.
That chicken, the undone chicken, and she tried to serve him.
I hollered. She put it in the microwave, y'all. Because it said chicken.
Oh, you gotta find the episode. We gotta show her the episode. We'll send you that episode. It's on YouTube. That undone chicken. She was chicken on Flavor of Love. Yes.
Baby, she tried to kill a whole house.
Yes.
So serious.
What's wrong?
It's done.
Bruh.
That could not have been real. I don't care what anybody says.
I think she was
That's what some of these chicks are cooking in quarantine 2020 now.
Yep.
They put this food in the microwave and it's naked and raw. And taking the microwave go cook it. These ain't noodles and noodles, baby. That's a steak.
Yeah. YouTube it. Follow the YouTube. You know, my husband don't know how to cook, but he at least knows how to get, some things done because he can follow directions. First of all, who's sleeping with Flav? Bill?
Flav just had another baby.
Yep, exactly.
He just had another one.
Yeah.
Yes, by his secretary or assistant or something, baby. That thing is like a few months old.
And so, Flavor of Love, what's the other new show? It's on OWN. It's like third version of like marriage counseling. Coolio.
Fix My Life.
No, it's like a marriage counseling show that type situation. It's kind of like that, but it's for hip hop people, and they about to add Coolio to the show, and his young wife is mad because he won't stay to her only. My whole thing is the same question: who wants Coolio? And he still has
spending most of my life.
And he still has those
Coolio.
Yes, and he still has those braids coming out of his
ain't nothing wrong here.
And there's no, you don't see it because he has a hat on the majority of the time of the promo. So I don't know if he even takes the hat off. But you see the two little pigtails that are 3 braids.
That is so disgusting. Ew.
And my whole thing is who wants Coolio?
No damn body. Not a single soul.
We're gonna. Oh, that's on WeTV. See, Brian, my boy.
See, Brian own it. You know what you're talking about.
Yes.
You the G.
See, again, it's like seriously. When I saw that, I was just like, out of all the people to be adding to this show,
I refuse to believe anyone is doing that.
I'm spending all my life. All the people.
I cannot.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Ducking, yeah, I'm telling you, you got to watch Flavor of Love. That was before your time.
Flavor of Love is hilarious. Watch all of them. It's like 3 of them.
I'm pretty sure.
And then after that, watch I Love New York.
Yeah.
You got to watch I Love New York after watching Flavor of Love. You'll die laughing.
Listen, I don't know how we got on Flavor of Love. I don't know. Like I said, this show is not scripted. I can't. Dex came in. Dex texted me, was like, "So what you got for today?" Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely.
I got one topic, and then I told the girls we're freeballing, and after that, let's just roll with it. And here we are. So
we really talked about everything.
Yeah, we really talked. We really did.
I mean, we had a real good conversation. He was about an hour long.
Yeah. You know, I would like to thank all our callers because our lines were popping.
Yeah, today.
Yeah, we had, you know, and men wanted to hear this. Oh yeah, Pumpkin.
Pumpkin spit on New York.
Yes. Ooh, baby, Jesus! I thought one of her boobs.
Somebody did that on TikTok and I died.
I thought her boobs were going to inflate, like after she got a hold of her. Oh Lord Jesus! Don't let her come at you.
Well, Pumpkin said she was gonna do it. She ain't believe her.
She did give her. She did give her a warning. So
that was so nasty.
It was disgusting, and it was like a disgusting one too. It was like she went.
She was flying.
Yeah, you saw it, slow motion.
Hit her like all in the hell. I was like,
because you know on the reunion, because you know I always watch the reunion. They replayed it like in the slowest of motions. It was probably slower than that on the reunion. It was probably like
right.
Still going.
It was like this.
I mean, it's still going. Still going. Still going. Still going. 5 minutes later. It's like, you're like, how did you slow it down so quick? So slow, like, move on. It's still there, still there. Yeah, yeah, but it's the truth. It's the truth. You know it was. Don't believe me? Go look at it. It's the slowest of emotions. I probably need to find out when my husband needs to go back to work so he can have his computer. Because I don't know when he goes to work tonight. He hasn't said nothing, so I guess we're okay. Because you know he would have said something. Excuse me. I'm just trying to think of other things. But what I was saying earlier, and I'm really, really, really Mike, you just missed everything. You see, stay on. You gotta pay attention to the whole show. But I really want to talk about, and I'm not trying to be funny because Kim already knows where I'm going with this because I was in her inbox. How many people on your timeline? This is just your timeline. I'm not saying in the world. On your timeline are going to break up because it's quarantine.
Because they finding out the real person.
Yeah, I'm saying how many? How many? Come on, comment, people. Comment. Because you all know we got some entertainment. I can't be the only one having the entertainment on this shit. Because it's already going down. And then I need 4 weeks.
I got one guy, Po Baby. He just been complaining his wife can't cook. Somehow he's so tired of chicken. He done had fried chicken, boiled chicken, baked chicken, chicken strips, chicken wings, chicken thighs. Baby, he done had them with seasoning, with seasoning. He done had them with sauce. He done had them with Alfredo. He done had them burnt. This Po Baby.
Yeah, I love chicken like the next man. I eat chicken. I eat basically only chicken in this house, but I gotta throw in some other shit every once in a while. I got 5,000 friends, and I'm gonna say, hey,
all his wife.
Penny, if that's here, talk about half their friends list. Half of them.
And string beans. He tired of string beans and chicken.
Oh,
That's all his wife.
it's healthy. At least ain't like a green bean chicken casserole. I'm just saying, because that could be next.
Hold on. She might be. They might be listening. Give no.
I'm saying, if you have that next, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I did not mean it, because just, you know, you can add her to my group and we can, you know, pave the way. Because I feel bad. You know, I taught myself.
me too.
I taught myself. I love you, Mama. I do. But you did not. You know, you didn't teach me how to cook. I learned. It came to me. It really just like came to me, and you just gave her a recipe for my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it came to me. So it's like you feel bad when you see these posts. Oh, there goes Kim. See, we're dropping like flies, ladies and gentlemen. We are dropping like flies. You know, I feel bad when you have somebody on your timeline and the dude can't really cook, and he got a wife that can't do nothing but boiled chicken, fried chicken.
I actually have not run across that on my own timeline.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to send you that. I'm gonna have to send you the updates on mine, because boy, it's, you know, we already know, but you can make you a taco, because you'll make you a taco at midnight, and we know this. So we know this. They eat all week. Like my husband's happy because I think he came in here and said something about I made dinner. I actually grilled. That's what it took me a minute. I grilled before we came on there in 87-degree weather of Dallas, Texas.
It was
I was hungry. Like, not hungry, but hungry.
You were hangry.
Yeah. I wasn't angry yet. I wasn't angry yet because I only had the child. So, I only had him, so I was hungry. Oh yeah, no. Beanies and weenies.
Hey! Don't hate on the beanie weenies.
Too late.
Now, I love them growing up. I can eat them all day long. Don't hate.
I don't really like beans, so that's my whole thing. That's my issue. I like beans. I have moments. Does that make sense? You know,
beans and hot dogs. Shit, we grew up on them. I live in Chicago, so
I live in St. Louis.
Oh my God.
I grew up on it. I ain't grew up on that shit.
Oh baby, I can eat pork beans, hot dogs today.
Oh, so there goes that.
I love it.
Yeah, I can't do it. I would just make, when they would eat like pork and beans, is when I had my ketchup sandwich. Because I didn't want it. Yeah, because there were no meat and nothing. They eat pork and beans. I'm like, okay, is that or that? Just give me ketchup.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
A wish sandwich.
Nope.
A ketchup sandwich.
A wish sandwich. I wish I had meat.
No.
That's what we called it, a wish sandwich. My mom just found out that. She's like, you had wish sandwiches? Yeah. You didn't have it at my house? Yeah, there was. I have another biological. Yeah. They didn't have the food all the time, Mom. They didn't, it wasn't like that all the time. So yeah, but I can't.
Yeah, I ain't do ketchup sandwiches. Now we had spaghetti sandwiches.
Yeah, that was when they made the meal, and then all our asses. See what would happen? We would eat all of it, and then our asses would be hungry again. And there's no, you can't touch anything in the fridge because it's already planned.
Yeah.
For the next day. So you're sitting here like, so I ate a fucking ketchup sandwich. Fuck it. Not that bad as you think. If you never had it, don't knock it until you try it. You don't do two, and what you don't do is you don't do two pieces of bread. You just do one and fold it in half. See, it's better. Just selling. I hope that man's wife ain't listening. I hope she ain't gonna get him ketchup sandwiches. My bad if you have a ketchup sandwich and chicken and green beans casserole.
Okay.
My bad.
Oh, baby.
It's not organized eating. It's called we're balling on a budget, so we already know what we're going to eat the next day. That's already frosted. You know, that's how that happened. Yeah, somebody said I'd rather eat sardines. Yeah, I can't do that either. Nope.
Now my granddad was tacos.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I can do sardines, beanies and weenies. I can't do Vienna sausages. I'm all over the place. But sardines, I can eat sardines.
Yeah.
Easy situation.
I can't.
Being that fight.
Yeah. Like I said, I feel bad for anybody that's in a situation that you can't cook, or your housewife ain't really a good cleaner, or you know you got some on your timeline. You know you got some on your timeline. I feel bad.
Like you in hoarders.
My husband's a box hoarder, so I learned that when we got married. Oh, somebody's giving you tips.
I ain't touching no damn Vienna sausages, and I'm not touching no damn spam neither.
Somebody, they're giving out recipes.
Now hold on, my little girl love fried spam.
So sorry, I will not be able to do it. Not in my kitchen. Nope.
See,
My daughter loves spam.
It's not just us. See, Maggie got kicked out. We all got kicked out once.
I'm the only one.
You're the only one. Okay, so we all been kicked out, but Nikki. I wanted to do that earlier, but we were on calls, so. I don't want to know.
I'm giving a little bit too much of a show. There we go.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, and I don't want to know. I ain't missing out shit.
Yeah, my little girl loves fried spam.
Yeah, I had to eat that shit, or we wasn't eating nothing. But right now, no, sir, and no, ma'am. I don't know shit about spam, but I don't know shit about Vienna sausages. But as a kid, yeah. I had to do all that. And that's probably why I refuse to do the shit now.
See, we found out the weird moments. Here comes out. Yep. No. It's no.
No.
It is.
No. I will
like
No.
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 Oh, here comes Dre. There
you go.
No. This is not green eggs I ham with spam. No.
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 Why your stomach be hurting? No.
My oldest love.
Boy, ain't that? I bet you Lindsay gonna write back some shit. I bet, man, I ate a sandwich one day and I ended up on the toilet for like. No, Dex already know because that's why he. Yeah, I already know. He already know. We've had many conversations.
He like this.
Conversations with this man. You're like, what did you eat? Oh no, and then you get down to it. See, me and Phil, we with you. Yeah.
Yeah. See,
That's tripping. Like for reals.
When I made the fried spam for my daughter, he did not want nothing to do with it.
Oh, I'm with it.
Nothing.
I'm with it.
Nothing.
Oh, here comes mine.
There you go.
Oh, he just sent me a text. Oh, I gotta get off at 10:15. Okay. We're gonna stop talking about this fam though, because
For real.
bubble guts.
It's the risk I'm willing to take if you hitting, especially when you've been drinking.
You know, we know that you don't deny it, but this ain't where it is. This is grilled cheese.
Yep. Then your ass be hurting for 24 to 48 hours later. And you
Well, you know, I'm good. Thanks to Tariq. That's one thing Tariq has done great for me. So I can eat all the cheeses.
I'm lactose intolerant.
I was before I had them. Boy, thank you. Thank you, Tariq. Thank you, Tariq. But now I can't drink vodka, so it's like I gave up vodka for milk. So I guess it's an even trade. See, this is where we're at. Right here. This is me. Yes.
Yes. Now that's the proper spot to go to after you've been eating.
And now they just shut them all down because you can't even think about it now. Like, Jesus.
Kim. I'm not lactose intolerant. I love me some damn cheese. I'm a big old cheese.
I'm gonna thank God for Tariq. Seriously. Because I ate it while I was pregnant. I ate like ice cream and everything. I wasn't hurting. I was like, and then I waited like 2 or 3 months after I had him because I was scared. I was like, man, what if it ain't the same? And then I ate it, and I was like, always, like, hallelujah. It's a good day. It's a good day. No, I can't do IHOP like that either. Because there's this chicken.
Too.
I'll eat it, but that
IHOP is okay. It's not good like they used to be.
I need the grease from Waffle House. Yeah. I need my hash browns smothered, covered, and with all that shit. Yeah. All that. The Kim Freeze. Okay, I was like, you wrong. Seriously, this is how you looked. I was looking for breasts or something. So what happened to these wigs? Okay, we'll go back since you kind of walked in on that. I asked the question, Mr. Burton. I asked the question and I said, what would you rather have, wigs or makeup? And then I said, you know, some men like natural women. Because I was saying, what if you thought you had a natural woman and then you do what Maggie just posted? You know, so that's why I asked, because everybody has a preference. Because I need suggestions on how to tell ladies I can't. What?
Maybe having the
lace front down here.
Tell them next time they got that got to be glue to make sure that they go from ear to ear on the top.
Yeah.
Not from ear to ear right here. Go here.
I can't.
I need suggestions on I can't see foreheads.
It's that lace front. He's talking about that lace front.
The lace front will be too low.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, my beautician won't even do them. She won't even do them. Like, she can't. She's like, yeah, I'm not messing up at least your edges. It's like, I'm not messing up your edges.
Yeah, when they try not to glue their edges, they put them down low, and then they be looking like Planet of the Apes. They down like this.
They want to look like Michael Jackson.
Looking like they got on skull caps. And all this hair right here. So
the one that does the older lady that
Yeah. Talking about Caesar is home. Yeah.
Yeah, hairline's missing. Yes. I can't. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, the Planet of the Apes. Yes. There's two of them in there. There's two of them in there.
I can't.
They look like the original one from the 60s.
Yep.
When it's really, really bad, and they got like the little pick right here, like the hair stars right here. That's what they look like. They look like a bunch of you professor or something, or somebody. Yeah, look like her.
So I'm just saying, I don't know how to tell them not to get a lace front. The only thing I can say is, baby, I'll get your hair done if you don't get a lace front. You know, maybe you can help, or I'll put some money on it, or I'll help go to my homegirl, or go to my sister that don't do lace fronts, and then, or put her in the shower so the lace front.
Like, oh, you look so pretty with some braids.
I don't know exactly. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Nikki, think of something. Throw in the pool.
Don't. Don't throw in the food.
No,
because her whole face might come off and the lace front, and then it be a man, and you won't even know. So don't do that.
He needs to be able to make his own decisions. If you see the water go like it's the Joker scene when they fell in the acid, and all his makeup came off, she's not the one. Just leave. Like Maggie said earlier, first date should be a pool.
There you go.
We quarantined anyway till the pool's open, so we good.
How am I wrong?
This is regular conversations in our chat. Y'all just now seeing it.
How am I wrong? I am shocked and appalled.
You know this is Phil. He's trying to send us to Tokyo for $39. You know,
with the Rona.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not about that life. First date spa day. There you go. There you go.
First date.
And then do the little splash.
If you don't want to go, there's your first red flag.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm just tripping, spitting. See, Phil. That's why he's my boy.
Trip and spill some water on her. Hey,
we're trying to help.
They have waterproof makeup. That don't mean nothing. You gotta get.
But also that
water. Plain water ain't gonna do it.
No, I'm saying that lace front.
Makeup remover on her.
So
drop
like
coconut oil on her. Be
right.
Like, you gotta pour coconut oil on these one now.
That'll ruin everything.
It's gonna look like this afterwards though, because it ain't gonna be sweet no more.
And she gonna be ready to fight.
I'm just saying, we're trying to give. Yeah, there's waterproof makeup, and I'm telling you, it's good.
Yeah. Step it up. If you try to trip her up makeup wise, there's a waterproof makeup. Yeah, you're gonna have to come up with something else.
Yeah, I had one for my tattoos when I worked at Disney. It was some good stuff. Really good stuff.
Yeah.
There we go.
Six Flags.
Drop the mic, Mag. Drop the mic. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Them lashes gone.
There you go.
Right. I take a baby wipe, a swiper, no swiping.
Phil, go to the corner. I can't. Everything. Just everything. Like if you that's what I don't know what else to tell you. Like it's we ain't even playing defense. We over here playing we are on the sidelines.
Right.
Do what you gotta do. Fit in where you get in. That's been my saying for like the whole day to almost everybody. Yes, drop the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Drop the mic, because seriously, just take her to an amusement park. There you go. You'll find all your answers. I ain't gonna ride that because my hair gonna fall. There you go. Or she don't know. She think her eyelashes are in there really good. And then when they get on the ride, they just
Okay.
You don't believe me? Watch that Orlando ride. The one that the drop. It's in Orlando. It's the ride that they drop you and it spins.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, it's great. I've been on it twice.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It's so fun. I did the one in Daytona, so it was actually like a really good view when they drop you. You see the Daytona line and you see all the water, you see all the ocean. It's great. But they have them online. I think there's a Facebook page. I'm going to have to find it. And they show you the videos. There was this one baby, her wig flew. When they flipped, gone. Just gone.
I don't even wear wigs or lashes, but I ain't getting on that shit.
Oh my God, it was fun. I did it twice, back to back.
Pass.
Yeah, I'm an adventurous kind of one. Yes. Yeah, see, we got to find it for him. Yeah. Yes.
The one when she was on the boat and her eyes, she couldn't close her eyes. It was like,
Yeah. Yes, I gotta find that page for them. Like, there's some good ones on there.
Oh.
Like this. It was like, you always seen some moss caught in the wind, and it was just going.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It was like,
Yeah.
they was like this.
No, one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how she would look at. And I was like, as hell.
Yes.
Hell no.
I'm telling you, not bullshitting you. Or if her eyes were her eyes were closed, but her eyelashes were still going. They were so like for real. It was bad. It was bad. Like, I need to find that video because Lord, baby, Jesus. I was like, bruh, this can't be life. This can't. I had a great time with y'all. I think I lost 10 pounds from laughing.
We had an off the rails show. It was off
And it was
the
perfect.
rails today.
Because I don't even know. Baggage you couldn't close them. I saw one that were closed, but there was.
No, the one I know that she couldn't
Yeah, I
close.
thought that was too. Yeah. This show was great because we're quarantined. Like I said, we can't do shit.
Needed, much needed.
I needed all these laughs
Okay.
before somebody ends up on the first 48. And I'm just saying, it's been, when it's been 2 weeks plus and a 2-year-old.
And then they get to they're gonna try to interview Tyrese, and he gonna be like, this.
Or instead of Offset,
Oh shit.
yeah.
No, we don't need that.
We don't need that. But like I said, we needed the show. This is why I wanted to do the show, because it was something different. It was something different than our norm. The first ones we were kind of more serious, and I'm not saying we weren't a little bit serious tonight, but we were more petty and bullshit tonight than serious. And everybody needs that moment to have that laugh. That
little realness.
That, we don't need to be serious all the time. And this was it. Baby, I needed all of this. If I wasn't going to be on first 48, I would have probably messaged y'all at like 3 a.m. and she's been drinking. I'm just saying, I love my husband and I love my husband, but when you see each other, thank God he, comes in this area and it's a little bit down the hall from me. But when you're around each other so much with a 2-year-old, little things start to bother you, and you're not drinking and you're sober, and So I'm just saying, this great night was needed. I feel more. Thank you for everybody that called in. Thank you too for doing this show with me.
Yeah.
Seriously, we might do this again. If we're quarantined still in 2 weeks, we might be doing this again. Just off of the rail quarantine. Y'all think of the topic.
They're talking about doing it, I guess.
You know, we got to figure out life here. Because we'll figure it out. Dang it, I missed it. You can find us on YouTube.
You're super late, whoever that is.
I can't see who it is.
Baby, you missed it.
You missed everything.
Almost 3 hours ago.
Yeah. But please find us. You can find us on YouTube, Strictly Prohibited Network. And then you can always rewatch the shows on Strictly Prohibited Network's page.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook page, you can watch them all. I'm going to let you know the end. These last 54 minutes, I don't know where the conversation is. It's been all
It was all over the place.
All over.
It's all like literally. And this is, like I said, this is what I wanted. This is what I enjoyed to have, this unscriptedness. And I wanted to see where it was going to go. And it went left and right and up and down the hill, everywhere. It went every direction, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Like I said, I'm supposed to be asleep. My bad, Maggie. My bad.
I'm sorry.
BHA said, I don't have no problem. See, let me tell you a story. I'm telling you, he worked nights. So I didn't have these problems either till like a week and a half ago. Like he just had to change positions right in the middle of quarantine. Like, who does that? But no, seriously, ladies, thank you for everything. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for doing everything that you do. Nikki, please tell all these people, all 15 of your jobs and where they can find you.
I don't have 15. You're such an exaggerator.
Okay, so
14.
I have a full job. I have that. And then I have Pure Romance. That's my own business. And then I do taxes.
Okay, but where can they find
you? Travel website where you can book your own travel. That's only what, 4 or 5? That's not 15.
Your time's about 10.
I'm just saying, I get bored easy. I need a bunch of shit to do. Otherwise, I'll get bored. And then y'all don't want me to get bored, okay? I'm just saying.
And thank you, everybody. But tell them where you can find all your 4 jobs.
So, I mean, the full time, I work for somebody else. That would. So, Pure Romance is pureromance.com/Nicole Rhodes. That's where you can get all of your bath and beauty, your smell goods. That's for men and women. It's not just for women. So of course, even during quarantine, you're showering and you're probably having sex if you're lucky. So,
right? I don't hate on it.
Nicole Rhodes. I'll post the website there. So yeah, get your smell goods, your pheromones, your bedroom accessories, your lingerie, massage. We have CBD products. So yeah, I push all of that. And then now you can not file your taxes until July 15th. So we're still doing taxes. So that has been extended thanks to the government. So just inbox me. I'll help you with your tax situation. And that's about it.
See? I ain't the only one. See, I'm not the only one. See? You're not the only one.
I don't have that many jobs. I'm just saying.
Like my sister, it must be something about super light-skinned women, and they got the Jamaican hustle. They got like 15 jobs. Because my sister's like the same complexion as you. Y'all got about like 15 jobs.
There ain't no man. There ain't no man for me to rely on. So I have to do it on my own.
Exactly.
It takes more than just a full-time job. I got the full-time job and, you know, the multiple businesses. You know, in order to make it nowadays, you gotta have more than just a job. You got to work for yourself. So,
Of course. Of course. And then I'm so happy that you, Kim, are doing better. And you finally are going on the road that you're going on.
Ooh, I got physical therapy in the morning. And I am so happy. I am excited so I can get back in front of my dialysis machine and take care of my patients like I've been doing for 11 years now.
Yeah.
you ain't got no job.
I can stand her.
And then I could get back to painting.
Yes, I think I'm trying this.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, never mind. I was gonna say Dex can help. Never mind.
You gonna help me paint, baby?
Fuck no.
There you go. He ain't gonna help me.
We're just gonna say Tariq word, but not say it on air. Tariq word. But everybody that watched and joined, thank you for everything coming on, talking to me, calling in, everything. Like I said, we might do this next week, might do this in 2 weeks. You know, quarantine 2020 is something else.
Okay.
This is for the birds. For the birds, for all of the birds. There you go. That's where you go. You go right there. I can't even find my camera because it's not my camera. Go there. Go there. It's like the skit off of MTV. It's real slow. It's real. Oh, there it is. No, but I love y'all. I love y'all. I love everybody. Please be safe. Please take this quarantine seriously. If you don't have an essential job, keep your ass at home if you don't have to be.
And wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands. Or don't do. Or if you're an essential job and you're wearing gloves, let me tell you a story. Don't touch one surface and then touch your face and then touch the surface again. Take them over the gloves off. Take them gloves off.
Still walking in public with them gloves on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Stop it. I'm done with Maggie. I'm not posting that on live here. I'm done. We're done. We're gonna stop it at this. Exactly. And that note, ladies and gentlemen, I can't stand Maggie ass at all.
Hey.
It goes down. It goes down.
Don't knock it.
It goes down in the DMs. Somebody's DM. It goes down and. But I got 1 minute before it goes down in my head, like pop, and because I ain't trying to mess up. Hey, that's the money. I ain't trying to mess up nobody.
Okay, don't mess that up. That's your
that keeps this roof over our head, so I can't mess that up.
Yes.
But we will figure it out. Like I said, we will figure it out when we'll do this again. And everybody have a great evening, great safe weekend. And Saturday night is the Hodgepodge show. Real quick on the SQ Network.
Is breaking the stigma.
And the stigma, they're gonna do something kind of off this from a guy's point of view. So please, not so much the bullshit at the end, but they're gonna really talk about why the original topic was why does a woman push a good guy away? So they're gonna kind of do a little spin off of that, but from the men's. So please watch that, and the Red Cup Rants will be on Tuesday nights. Me and my husband will do some show probably one day. I don't know. That's here or there. Cowboy show. We gotta do. We're waiting on Dak to see if he gets signed or not.
No, the coat.
The coat. Yeah, we're waiting on the coat. But yes. So everybody catch our shows. More shows are coming this fall, and if you're looking for a show, hit me. Inbox Dre, inbox Dex, inbox somebody. Mike, Phil, Brian. Find a name that you keep seeing over and over and inbox them because it's probably one of us.
Yeah.
But inboxes, and you guys have a great night and love you all. Peace.